Yeah. It's Monday. We back, baby.
In the hood, going hand in hand. We was selling grams, they was white, color of the clan. Whip it get tan, Lincoln Park, Blink 182. Bitch, I need my band. Selling boy, we still selling girl. Nigga, I'm the man. February 2nd, they done free my nigga out the can. 40 with me, I don't take a chance. Cops still in them vans, not the skater kicks. Paddy wagon, hop the Kirby ran. On some hating shit, they just harass me, fucking up our plans. Cheese line, waiting in the steps, had to sell it damn. Standing on that fucking corner, ain't gon' get you niggas stamped. Got your wifey caught up in the train, she gon' let me blend. She a fan, you a fucking stand. I don't understand, it's the dawn. I don't lie to you, so don't lie to me. Probably in the lobby fleet with a Cardi B. Honestly, smoking on that pack, cop it by the P. Charge a fee, what you pay for that shit look like a robbery. It gotta be, it come to prices, we the best on some Cali shit. I got pushes like that brother that no malice with. My shooter trigger finger got a bunch of calluses. He come through and clean up blood like dialysis. I don't really rock, pack up in my socks. Smooth as Casanova, they gon' try to book me for my watch. Nigga, I ain't gotta watch. Shoot the blicky at her out. Hit your dome, please don't hit my phone if you ain't tryna cop, nigga. Ask your questions, you get treated like a cop, nigga. I hate actors, slave master, gotta watch niggas. Word to Rowdy, word to Bobby, yeah, I'm hot, nigga. Could've been the fourth member of the Locks, nigga.
I don't never ever fade nothing. Fuck around, I'ma eat some. Frightening places for the fly shit.
Yo, what up?
I ain't really with the chit chat. I'm just really with the click clack. Throw some bands in the strip club. Rob a nigga for the get back. People up on the nigga. Probably less than the passenger. All I really know is gang. Saying with me ain't adding up. Doing drills in my hard hat. That's the reason cops mad at us. Bitch, I stayed with the ladder up. Go under, then that's bad luck. Run down cause I let you. Just know I'ma catch you. 3-8s go for 7-5. Smokers said they feel special. I be really in the trap.
Don't worry, we got that coming up.
Never
Coming right for ya.
Used to put it by the sack. Eat good, but I'm starving. You don't really want a problem. Funny nigga like I'm Will Smith. Snap on it like I'm Carlton. Heard the ops trying to get me, but I always keep it with me. Boy, I got a little Uzi, and I live it like I'm Britney. Tell him for bag. I run up a pack. On the road to the riches. I'm on my third lap. Send my girl to go take a 10. Let it come back Dolce. Give a fuck what the whole say. Gloved up like I'm OJ. Pussy nigga never pop guns. Billy even pop rose. All the work we got is A1. We don't come bitch, I'm from the 40 block. Still took 40 Glocks.
What?
Never run from ops. Only run from cops. Hit my ditty bop. Whip it on the top.
Yeah.
Serve it on the
We
block.
install like this in
We
a
gon'
minute.
set up shop.
Yeah.
We gon' set up shop.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, everybody go see that. It's Captain Don, Rick Rude, Magnolia Freestyle, man. But we are back. We're back on Monday. Man, we're starting out with great energy.
Yes. What's up?
We have one of the highly anticipated episodes today with the most highly anticipated person.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
Yeah, everybody's been asking about this one.
That sounded,
Yes,
that sounded wonderful. Thank you.
But
Thank you.
let's just get right into this one.
We gonna get straight into it?
Yeah.
All right. So we're not gonna play no games today. This is episode
184.
84. We in the 180s, man. That's insane.
200, we gotta do something big.
Yeah, 200. Episode 184. So this is a huge monumental interview here. And if you did not watch the last time he was a part of our show, you need to go watch that interview because it was extremely insightful.
Like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Hit that like and subscribe button. Take the link and share it with someone that you know because this is going to be history on this platform that you are about to witness. So just to get into a little bit about our guest, this is a man of the utmost integrity, someone who is just one of the dopest individuals in the world. I'm not even gonna limit him to the state of New York. In the world, when it comes to that kitchen work, to that knife wear, that whatever terminology they use in that space, I ain't gonna pretend like I know. I just know he's one of the best. He could whip up. I could only do cereal. This man could whip up shit that you can't even pronounce.
Whip up, break down.
Whip up, break down. Serve it the best way you ever seen it served. Make it the best way it's ever been made. But not only that, there's more. Has served our country. This is a veteran who has risked his life for the protection of the people here at home and for others around the world.
Only in America.
Only in America. Went across seas and made sure that the enemies never made it to this side of town. Not only that, this is a Black history icon that is on this platform. And this man has a story to tell. We are honored to have him in this space for the second time. This is an honor. And like I said, take the link, share it with somebody that you know, because this is going to be a historical story. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Cornelius Hodges. Make some noise. Yes. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, y'all know that we don't really promote like alcohol up here like that, but we are drinking Grand Carmino. This shit tastes
Black
amazing.
History Month, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, Black
Kevin
History.
Hart.
Made by Kevin Hart. This shit tastes amazing. What's up, man? How you been?
Wonderful. I mean, I'm even better now. What an introduction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't usually hear somebody like just straight up give you your praises and flowers.
Man, much deserved. Much deserved. And it's not like I call it, I don't like to call it introductions. I just like to call it the conscious truth is what I like to call it. Like it's just a consciousness of truth. And I meant everything I said. And we don't have to be together every day for me to know that those things are true. Like we don't waste, like even in the few times that we spent together, we didn't waste time really, getting to the nitty gritty of what we doing as Black men here in this world and doing and are going to do. Doing and not have yet finished doing. And, just from the few conversations that we had, I could tell that the sky's the limit. And this is going to be a historical moment that's going to travel to realms that we can't even imagine.
Right. So, and then by the way, we already had like a 30 to 45-minute little pre-episode before this. That's where he told us that he was a chef, and we're gonna jump into a lot of those things right now. But we're gonna really get into the real shit today. Let's give them just an overview of like kind of the stuff that about you that we spoke about the other time, just for the people who don't know who you are.
Quick little elevator pitch.
Yeah. Because we already spoke about it, so we might as well just
little elevator pitch. Cornelius Hodges from the Bronx. Grew up in South Carolina, also where my family's from. Mount St. Michael in the Bronx, Stratford High School, South Carolina. Come from amazing history, amazing family. Raised right, taught right. Know a lot about life. College boy, baller, football, baseball, track, golf, anything. Lover of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just love the life and the skin that I'm in. It took a minute to get here, but loving life. And then Army veteran. I was in the Army. Grew a stronger passion for cooking. Got out, went to culinary school. While I was going to culinary school, I was working for Jacob the Jeweler as a personal security, stuff like that. We'll get into that too, like stories. Mm-hmm. But the passion was the food. You know what I'm saying? The passion was the people. The passion is the people. The passion is taking care of others. And then during those times, I just figured out and found out who I was. And got the opportunity to learn about my family and my history and why I was blessed to be in the spaces that I was in. It wasn't like I had anything to do with it. It was like ordained, you know. It was blessed. So I mean, that's just a quick elevator pitch. We'll get into detail, like they said, about all of that stuff. And then, yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. I appreciate this. I really do. I really, really do.
Yeah, this episode has been in the works for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Since last year, actually. Like, I've been asking him to come on. Times wasn't right, but I'm not gonna lie to you, he is very strategic about when are we gonna drop and when we gonna do all that stuff. And
timing is
timing is
everything.
yes. Time is everything. One thing I do want to do, I want to give you your flowers, man, because I do talk to you on a daily basis, and we do see each other more often.
And we about to do some business.
Yes. And shout out to you showing me like your lifestyle too. We went out, introduced me to a lot of very good people, and a lot of places where he frequently goes, and the night was perfect, man. And I want to thank you, give you your flowers for showing me everything that you have been showing me in the conversation that we have been talking about on it, like to get this moving and going where the fuck we going. A lot of my motivation does come from when we speak. So I got to give you those flowers for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's real. Like, for those who are tuning in, and for those who are going to watch on YouTube, and for those that
move the mic up a little bit more.
That just want to hear some truth, this is the space for you. If you're not used to emotions, you don't want to hear emotions, you're fucking with the wrong shit right now. Because I'm an emotional human being. That's what I'm built off of, and that's all I portray. I would not be able to do anything that I do without others. I am not here by myself. So there's no way that I can maneuver in life without somebody putting me onto game, without me putting somebody else on the game, or simply without just enjoying the essence of life. You know what I'm saying? It's literally that pure. I don't need anything from anybody, like monetarily. I just love experiences. I love to breathe. I love to see outside. I love to see inside, you know? But I just want people to know, you never know what somebody's going through. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because like everybody has their spaces, their happy spaces, their dark spaces, their spaces where they fronting like they happy, but they in that dark space. And then it's just good to be good people. And that's what I try to be. I try to be a good person to people. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to do.
Yeah, that is true. I've seen that firsthand. Where do you want to start? You want to start in 2020? Do you want to start?
I don't even know. Honestly, I'm
where do because like there's so much that we could go into. Do you want to start?
I say we start. I start where I'm at right now, and then we'll backtrack.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We'll do it in reverse.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm a chef at Colamine Restaurant, Chef Marcus Glocker.
Beautiful fucking restaurant by that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. That night we.
Yeah, I gotta come through. Yeah, are y'all doing anything? Like y'all got like Valentine's Day shit?
Of course we have Valentine.
All right.
Go on Resi and make your reservation.
All right. I gotta go online and do that?
Yeah, go online, or you know a guy. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't want to pull that card just yet.
You know a guy. But yeah, I'm blessed, man. This game is intense, and I don't call it a game like it's just fun for me. But it's some real life experiences. I'm in some real dope kitchens. I've been in some real dope kitchens. I started with David Chang about 15 years ago now, I think. Aging myself. Started with David Chang and Momofuku. My whole focus was after, and this is after the military, so it's like we're going in reverse. Remember this. My whole thing was I wanted to work for a black chef. I wanted to study, train under a black chef. But I didn't want to go to Harlem. I didn't want to, go stay in the Bronx. things like that. I wanted the lights. I wanted big deal. I want world acclaimed spots, you know. And to find a black chef was extremely difficult to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up meeting David Chang, and I ended up at Momofuku. And ironically, the executive chef he had at my pastor where I was at is a gentleman named Chef Paul Carmichael, Bohemian brother, locked up. You know what I'm saying? Dreads long, you know. And he was young. At that time, I think he was like 30 years old, 32, something like that. Maybe younger. Beast, beast. And I was like, look at God. Look how God answered what I wanted without me even knowing you know what I'm saying? Like what avenue to take. And it's like he was such and still is such a staple in my preparation and the things I want to do, because this guy is literally one of the best chefs. He's a chef in Australia now. You could also Google him. He's still with Momofuku, and it was something to see this man in there, beast mode. But I mean, like breaking down lobsters with his bare hands in front of guests. You know what I'm saying? Like coming out of culinary schools, well, you wear your gloves and this, and you don't want to show people. Nah, you go in there, you're showing real. You know, and it was like he was nominated as being the James Beard Best Chef in New York. Wow. Nominated 3 times and
Oof.
didn't get it 3 times.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
So I guess let's just start with cooking, right? When did you know that you had a love for cooking?
Probably since I was young, since my mommy taught me. You know what I'm saying? My mother always had me cooking. Always had me cooking. I mean, that's nuts. My mother's not doing too well. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you're starting to relapse and think about these things of how you ended up where you are and why you do what you do. So her health is a little sketchy right now, but you know, she's good. She's a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? But real is real. But she taught me how to cook. Watching her cook, eating her food. This is a woman that like I never missed a meal. I would never ever miss a meal. You hungry, baby? None of my friends would miss a meal. She would cook for my teammates and stuff before we had big games and stuff in South Carolina. Talking about big time ball, you know, big time ball. She would cook for us and stuff like that. And it's like I learned how to cook for her. And in all actuality, when I was in the army, she's the one that told me I should cook. Because when I joined the army, shit got a little real. Like things were real at the time. And she was like, baby, I taught you how to cook. 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 And then that leads into another thing about learning your history, about cooking in the military and being a quartermaster. These things. It's like there's so much history and underlying blessings that you don't even really think about, like why, the whys. And that's what I believe a lot of people miss. Like, why am I in this room? You understand what I'm saying? Like some people are in rooms with certain people that are major, right? Say you're in a room with Hove, like at the Grammys or some shit like that, right? Say you're Glorilla or, you know, any new artist that comes out and you're at the Grammys and now you're sitting and you get to see Beyonce in person or something like that. I don't think people understand that if you're in that room, you're in that room for a reason. It's not too far stretched to believe that, like, I'm supposed to be here. This is what I'm meant for and where I'm supposed to go. And I'm supposed to do so much more. You know what I'm saying? But the cooking came from mama. Mama, mama, mama.
Well, first and foremost, we want to wish your mom the best, and we hope that she recovers fully, and we just want to send all our love and support to you and your family in that regard
Thank you
for
very
sure.
much.
No, definitely. I want to kind of go off on a small tangent about being in those rooms and seizing those opportunities. I'm glad you brought that up because literally today I took the kids on a trip from my school. We went to a Black History Youth Symposium,
Right.
and it was sponsored by the New York Knicks. And they had like a producer from ESPN, black female. They had an actress from How to Get Away with Murder, black female. They had the guy who started a hundred suits or a hundred black men club or
100
some
Black Men Club.
yeah, something like
To
that.
dress the kids and walk them into the schools.
Yeah, I think something to that regard. Yeah, it was him and Allen Houston. So, long story short, the event is over, so they're allowing some of the kids to come on stage to take pictures. So, one of my kids who is he's a aspiring artist. He does like clothes and stuff like that. He's like, "You think I should go up there? You think I should go up there?" And I'm like, "These are the types of moments where you have to be sure of who you are, and these are the moments that you have to seize. So you're going to go up there." He's like, "Well, what should I say?" I'm like, "What do you think you should say?" "I don't know. I don't know." I told him, I said, "Go up there, shake your hand, shake his hand, look him in the eye, tell him who you are, tell him what you do, ask him where can I send you some free merch." Simple as that. How could I keep in contact with you to make sure that you wore it? Boom. So he goes up there, meets him, shakes his hand, takes the picture, gets the information or whatever. Now you got somebody who could potentially wear your merch. So to go back to what you were saying, that automatically struck that bell in my mind that if we instill that in kids when they're young, to be able to recognize opportunities and to seize those in the moment, the sky's the limit.
That's right. Another thing, I'm just for y'all out there too. Another thing I say still to this day when I meet somebody of a certain stature or something, especially if they're a person of color, I tell them thank you out the gate. You know what I'm saying? For one, it's a little how do you say? It's a little jot, like a little like dart, something to catch it because then it's gonna cause them to say, "Why are you
Why
thanking
you
me?
saying thank you?
Why are you
Mhm.
thanking me?" But if you're sincere, which I am when I tell people this, thank you for doing the work you did. So now you're a representative of who I can be. So when I step in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like I met Marlon Wayans one night at a club and he was going to the bathroom. I was like, thank you. And he's like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for what? I was like, because your family was in the projects, you know what I'm saying? And ended up coming out doing In Living Color and putting J Lo on and Jim Carrey on and Jamie Foxx's. That came from somebody in the projects who was able to think outside the box, who had a goal, had a vision, and fulfilled it and exceeded it in all aspects. Put your whole family on, change the whole lineup. You know what I'm saying? And then now you have this tree of life. It's Jamie Foxx, Ray Charles, J Lo.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so my big thing is when I see Buster, even though I know I get on Busters because I get a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm an energy type of person.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when I see Buster, every time I see him, thank you. Peace, God. Yeah. See, why? Thank you, bro. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's things like that. Like they had the 50-year anniversary,
Yep.
last night. And it's like, okay, I grew up with that. I grew up with watching breakdancing and listening to Big Daddy Kane and Kwame and like all of this stuff. And it's like, thank you, bro. Thank you. Because in all actuality, I feel like I'm a black man spokesman. You know what I'm saying? What may be portrayed out there for by media or by others to see with on the bad side isn't what we are. So it's like I have a feeling if I do right, me doing right, keep trying to excel and do some dope shit, that when they come across as somebody that looks like me, they'll be like, you know what? I know Cornelius. And that dude, he was just a good person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this kid a chance. I'm gonna give this old man a chance. It don't matter the age, but so it's like being a representative, but also just telling him thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know?
I could take something very personal from that because we met on like very like
Fight.
we ain't gonna
talk about that.
We gonna talk about but we met on like circumstances where it was like okay, we could have been cool, we couldn't have. And I think that day
not between us.
Oh no. Just, yeah. No, we was good, but I'm just talking about the relationship could have been like, oh, that's just my friend from the bar, or I can actually want to get to know this person. Right. And obviously we went down this route, but I could see like when you was saying all of that, I can see why you said that just from our last conversation. Right. And I'm not gonna put whatever I said out there, but I told you what happened and all that stuff, and he was like, "Nah, we good." You know what I'm saying? You know, and I can see, I can really like see how you would like to help people or give somebody a shot. And if I
ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, if I miss my shot, I miss my shot. But thank you for allowing me to take that shot.
Yeah, we good, man. That goes for anybody like run around with.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick James, man. He's from Vegas. He said a good vibe sent to your mom and Princess. And,
thank you, Rick James, bitch. I'm Rick James. That's what's up,
Princess. I meet people everywhere.
Love that. Yo, I love that shit.
He's actually our biggest supporter in Vegas.
Oh, that's what's up. What up, Rick?
He's here every day, every time we're young.
We've been trying to send him some free merch, but he won't tell us.
Oh yes.
Get
please.
a PO box. We'll send that your way.
Hit up the 40Central Instagram. Send me a DM and I'll send you some merch.
I'm Rick James.
I want to send it out to you, man. You deserve that, man.
Yeah.
He's been here since the Geometria episode, and he hasn't left, man.
Yeah, and he gave 40 Central a shout out on the Geometria page.
Yes.
On one of the streams over the weekend, I jumped in there.
This weekend?
Yeah, the past weekend he gave. He made sure to tell everybody to subscribe to the page. So that definitely did not go unnoticed. So definitely appreciate you, Rick James.
Yes.
Sure. I like that.
Even though we might not be his real name, but we don't know. But
don't matter, man.
But you still with us.
Like
yeah, 40 Central, you Rick James.
Yeah, you Rick James forever.
I like that so much. I really do. I like that so much.
Oh man.
I just want to say real quick, like I'm not used to all of this, like talking in front of people and stuff like that. I did it for school, like we have to do projects and stuff in school and stuff like that. But just in case, this is a judge-free zone. Like,
oh yeah, for sure,
Planet Fitness. I'm over here with the pros. So,
people they treat you right on.
But I'm in the game, baby. But I'm in the game. I'm not sitting on the bench.
You going for a 30-point game right now.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And it's a loud defense. 30. you know how like some people come in and they get 30 and you're like, how? Nah, your shit is like, oh shit. Yeah. It's a loud 30-point game.
Yeah.
Why? It's only first quarter.
Why you ain't got a contract?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Trying to make the team.
Let's stick to cooking for a little bit longer. I want you to go into cooking in the Army. You briefly spoke about that. You said master's quarters? Was that
quartermaster?
Quartermaster. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So can you just tell us how you started and then worked your way up to quartermaster?
So, in all actuality, quartermaster is like the section of the Army that does like supply. They do cooking, logistics, things like that. Anybody who provides something to someone is a quartermaster.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Anything?
As far as the name, I didn't want to take it as being quarter of the master, which might be the development of it. You know what I'm saying? The origin. But the quartermaster is, like I said, the supply guy, the secretaries and stuff like that. You know, in all actuality, it probably is exactly
What do you mean?
But I, you know what I'm saying?
Now that you think about it,
I mean, I've always thought of it like that because now I'll explain. So, of course, back in the day, you're talking about 1900s and stuff, right after slavery, during slavery, the reason why a lot of slaves were free was because they joined the military, but they weren't allowed arms, right? They didn't give them a gun, but you could cook. You could, you know what I'm saying, take care of the captains and the officers and stuff like that. You were allowed to do that stuff. You could take care of people, which no matter what you want to like throw shade on it, that's what we're amazing at as a people. We have always taken care of people, which is a major thing people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's not about showing submission. It's just in our nature. You know, you try to say like fathers aren't in their kids' lives and stuff like that. I'll get into that in a few, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we do. We genuinely love to take care of others. That's what we do. We like to put people on. You know what I'm saying? You think you think these motherfuckers was cooking back in the day? Or who was cooking for them? We know who was.
Our people.
You understand what I'm saying? We know who was. So, like, but as far as the quartermaster, which is also a beautiful thing. So it's called AIT, after basic training. So you go to AIT, quartermasters are located in Fort Lee, Virginia. And then they have a museum on Fort Lee. And then when you go in there, you'll see these pictures and stuff like that. And it's of black faces, you know, black people in the kitchen because they weren't allowed to fight. So then now here I go, New Yorker from the Bronx. I'm from New York, so right? And then you start getting humbled. You're like, oh, shit, here it goes again. There's a reason why I'm here. And that was a 21-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm in this space. God has got something. These steps are already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it always stuck to me. Always stuck. My whole family served in the military and stuff like that. So it's like I have family that airborne, rangers, all types of shit. All types of shit. But when I saw that, I was like, wow, this history is deep. No matter what, all you wanted to do was gather some type of freedom, some type of respect, but you also felt you were American, so you wanted to serve America. And then the opportunity to feed people. What the hell do you think a soldier or anybody's going to do in war if they don't eat? They gonna die.
Exactly.
No ifs, ands, buts about
it's
it.
over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. It's over. So now you got me over here making big 30-gallon pots of grits and steak and eggs and stuff like that. And no matter what, people may get confused. We ate good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about new. I ain't talking about old like slavery days and stuff like that. They ate good too, of course. But sometimes people have this, especially when I came into the like professional culinary world. Oh, you cooked in the army. You didn't really cook. I cooked for Bush.
I cooked
I cooked for Cheney. You know what I'm saying? I have multiple awards for feeding thousands of people.
Talk about
You
it.
understand what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it confused. My guys ate well.
Can you talk about the reason why you went to the military?
Joined the Army September 13th, 2001. 2 days after 9/11. Real shit. Real shit. For one, my sister was working downtown, and I remember not being able to reach her. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. The phones, everything was going on. And I actually went on my roof of the house. Went on the roof, and I could see the smoke from the house. I could see it. I'm like, damn. And then lost a couple of friends in the towers, and I was like, you know what? I know what time it is. I'm out. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I felt I don't know. It's just something took over me. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. So I went to the recruitment right in Westchester, and I told them I'll do all my paperwork. Y'all ain't gotta come. You know what I'm saying? Don't come looking for me. I gotta say bye to my family and stuff like that. But I'm in. I'm all the way in. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple of days later, I was gone. But it's like I also, once again, because I am melanin rich, I also realized that nobody could ever, if I made it home, nobody could ever say anything to me. No white person, no black person, no Asian person. Nobody could say anything to me about me being where I'm at whatever time. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me nothing now. That's why I think when like some of my guys see me out and I'm so free going and I'm a free spirit, it's because you can't tell me anything, bro. You really can't tell me anything when it comes down to walking the streets or walking this land. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I lost friends. I lost a lot of good people. I seen some fucked up shit. I've seen some guys that got real fucked up. I got real fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't say anything to me and have judgment on me until you know my story. I am the ultimate American, and I love it. I'm not African American. I want to go to Africa. I haven't been. I know my ancestry. I know where my family's from and stuff like that. But I'm American.
Now we've been planning. We've been trying to plan a trip to that shit. That we
Yeah.
spoke about that shit before. We
Yeah.
one of the trips we're gonna go to. Is we're gonna go to Africa.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I'm American.
Before we can't continue on. Do you have a cookbook?
Do I have a cookbook? I'm actually working.
He's working on
Hey,
one
that's
right
what
now.
you need,
Yeah,
though.
the manual. One of he was supposed to usually here on Mondays, but he got a lot of stuff he's taking care of. He's in the military too.
Copy.
So
I actually have like, in all actuality, I have like 140 pages. I
already
do
done?
have a cookbook. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
But
I
not. It's
just
not published.
It's not published.
Okay,
So
soon,
just putting it together.
soon. Um,
That's dope.
and thank you for your service, everybody. Just saying.
It's a pleasure.
And so you go to the military, you serve, you cook, you get out, and then you start doing what after that?
I tried to get a job at Home Depot.
Wow. Fresh
Y'all-
home.
What?
Y'all remember? Well, all right. So when you get out the military and stuff like that, it's all the promotions about, oh, you're a veteran, you could get a job anywhere, they'll hire you because you're a team player. Man, I tried to get a job at Home Depot.
That's crazy.
And they didn't.
They didn't even hire me.
Nah.
They didn't hire me, man. It was nuts. But what happened was I ended up I did work at Jacoby Hospital for like a short while. This is where shit starts getting interesting. I was filing papers in the basement of Jacoby Hospital, which isn't a bad job. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great job. It's Jacoby Hospital, so you're taken care of. You got all the. But I'm already covered. I'm a veteran. You know what I'm saying? The benefits don't really matter. So,
But Jacoby back in the day was wild.
you understand what I'm saying? I was in the basement, this dusty basement, literally sitting or standing on a stool, filing paper, filing like rows and rows and rows and rows of papers in a basement.
That's crazy.
This is what shit is. And then one day, my man, Alexis Business, DJ NOE. What up, NO? This for you. Tell him this story real quick, man. My man, Big Al. I don't know how this brother. I'm talking about big Latvian. At that time, he was probably like maybe more. Like 6'3", 6'4". I went to high school with him, 2 years younger than me, played ball with him. Just a amazing individual, amazing being, amazing heart, a friend, a brother. I don't even know how. I still don't know how. Get a call. My supervisor's like, Cornelius, you got a phone call. I said, all right, go to the phone. Phone? The man on the phone says, yo, what up? You want to work for Jacob the jeweler?
While you at work. Wow.
I said, who is this? He's like, it's Al, Alexis. I said, business? He said, yeah. You want to work for Jacob? I said, where I gotta be? What time? You know what I'm saying? He said, come by tomorrow. I said, I'll be there tonight. I'll be there tonight. You know what I'm saying? The night that changed my life. And I went and met him that night. I didn't even know how to dress. You know, I'm from the army and shit like that. Like I was down south and like, you know, come back to New York. I lost all that New York swag with the like, you know, I didn't even know what. So like I know I was looking country. I know I was looking book bag on and shit like that. I know. And then I meet him in front of a Starbucks on 57th and Park Avenue. And this man is sitting on the Maybach. And I'm like, what the fuck? Sitting on the Maybach. Like, what? He's like, you know, we just talked. He's like, you ready? I guess. And we walk into Jacob and Company. As soon as we opened, it was like holiday time because I remember like how the city was and stuff like that. And open the door, and as soon as I walk in the door, it's freaking Money Mayweather.
Wow. The fuck out of
Floyd Mayweather at the entrance, bro. He had just beat Ricky Hatton. He was getting his jewelry clean. You understand what I'm saying? He was getting his jewelry cleaned, and you know, it was like, Cornelius, don't group me out. Don't group me out, bro. Cause I'm ready to be like, oh! I'm ready to be like, oh, Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Money, yeah. I'm ready to blow. Like my body is just tingling, bro. Cool. And then he looks at me and smiles. Not Floyd. Floyd just threw his head up. But my man Eno is like, and we walk to the back. And then I hear a voice. The voice is like, yo, Vadim, I ain't seen this. Walking. That voice sounds familiar. And he comes out and it's Buster. So I got Floyd Mayweather at the front. I got Buster Rhymes coming out the vault. You know what I'm saying? And Buster walks by and it's like, yo, peace, God. Like, yo, that's exactly how you said oh my God, bro. Like, what is this? What is this, bro? And then Al was like, sit down, bro. Sit down in the waiting area. You know, Jacob will, you know, they'll come talk to you and stuff like that. Floyd interviewed me first. Then one of the cops that was also on the job, one of the security guys, he interviewed me. And then here comes Jacob into the office. It's like, I'll never forget that day. He had on a blue suit with this pink pinstripes, and hair was perfectly coiffed, nails done. Like, you see all this shit. You see, like, damn, you are done. You know what I'm saying? You are done up. And it was like, wow. And then we just chopped it up and stuff like that. He grabbed my arm. He said, oh. He's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then that night I went out to fucking mansion with Floyd Mayweather and his team and watched them do the freaking money thing. Hundreds. It's like it went from 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened after the military. That's what happened. In a quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot to his story. But
I can't even imagine getting a phone call like that and then just
crazy.
being ready to just drop all your stuff there. I'm out.
Just
Tonight.
I know if anybody wants to call me about a situation that they have, you want to call me, I will leave my job.
So once again, to my big angel, that's what I call him, NOE. Yo, I love you forever.
Actually, we was actually talking about him too when we drove by wherever we was at.
Oh, we gonna do another one of these where we can sit in because he got some. My man, also NOE is also a DJ. Obviously he's DJ for Fred the Godson, for Jacqueline. Swiss does drops for him, and they all know him, to say the least. Obviously,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They all know him, but he's just a good dude, bro. He deserves more than anything he wants. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
Wow.
So
I'm just letting y'all know right now, we ain't even get to the nitty gritty yet.
Yeah, that's the warm up. This is warm up. We still on the layup.
It's been 46 minutes and we ain't even start the game yet. Say that right now.
I ain't gonna keep y'all too long.
Nah, we good. We might be
it's
here.
It's like church. I ain't gonna stay too long.
Nah.
These are great stories, and these are stories that need to be put out there because, again, I'm always going to go back to the kids. These are viable life options that they don't even see or hear about because we don't talk about it.
You want to know why they're viable, though, also? It's for all y'all motherfuckers out there. Listen clear.
Talk to that camera.
Character. Your name. You understand what I'm saying? Who you are, how you treat people. You ain't got to be what you see. Be who you are. You understand what I'm saying? But character would take you into rooms that you can't even fathom. Like, of course you're going to fuck up. That's granted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. I don't even believe Jesus was perfect. And that's a fact. Ain't no way possible. You understand what I'm saying? But character and being sound and being truthful, being real, and understanding you're not perfect and you have flaws, but just not trying to get over on people, but just being humble, being vulnerable. Put yourself out there. If you need help, say I need help. If you want to do something, say you want to do something. If you don't know, you don't know. What they used to say in school ain't nothing. What is it? There's no such thing as a dumb question. I ask questions all the time.
Nah, there's some dumbass questions though.
I mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
But there's some dumbass questions.
There's some dumb questions.
There are some dumbass questions, but
you
I like
know
what they meant. I like the meaning of it, but there's some dumbass questions.
Okay.
If y'all don't know just, that's just. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm like, yo, that's a dumbass question. But no, I love the behind the scenes of it. Yes, there's no dumb question, but
some character. Yeah. Character, bro, that thing will take you. It's nothing like I tell people over. I'm a wild boy, bro. I'm a wild character. You know what I'm saying? I'm just free of life. I don't mean nobody harm. Yeah. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? But I also know y'all don't want no smoke. You understand? Let's not get it twisted. It's not a threat. It's just what it is. I'm free spirited. I love life. Any day this thing could be over. I could walk out of here and it's a wrap.
Yep.
So I'm going to enjoy this.
Every day.
I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm going to enjoy this. But it's like, put yourself out there. All I want is my headstone to say when I die is, that was a good dude, in quotes. That's all I want. You ain't got to say nothing else. Because I know what I did. I show up for people. I'm always trying to do for others, you know what I'm saying, more than I ask for people to do for me. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out. But I damn sure do. It's just in my nature. I want to do for you. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I don't want nothing reciprocated or anything like that. I just love. That's why I'm in the hospitality business. How are you going to be in the hospitality business and not be hospitable? It doesn't even.
I've seen a lot of that.
I'm gonna say that to the people that work at JetBlue.
Like, why are you mad? How you gonna be mad?
JetBlue, we love y'all.
But yeah,
You might need
character,
that
yo.
shit
Y'all
one
stick
day.
with that.
Well, but you know what's hard though? What you said though, and I was gonna take us off a little topic a little bit, but you said like ask for help, right? But then you said, "Hey, listen, I don't need no help," right? Us men, and we said this before, we always feel like we can't ask for help.
Sure.
So it's like it's hard for certain people to be like, "Oh yeah, I need help," and I think both of y'all know very well I cannot ask. Um, when I need or when I do anything like that,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
shown.
shipping away at you right now, bro.
Exactly. So, but it's hard for somebody to do that, right? And I guess what you're saying and how you said that ask for help, like how would you tell somebody who doesn't ask for help to do it?
You have to learn how to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? You have to practice it. Small steps. To
Mm,
be honest, I mean, we spoke about this before as far as like mental health and
mhm.
things like that. Like, I see a psychiatrist now, and but I had to go through some shit to understand that I needed to ask for help. Damn near was forced into asking for help. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're acting out and like your friends or your associates won't pull your coattail and you're over there going down this slide that you don't want to that you don't want to ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this roller coaster. I need to get off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you need to, and why not ask? I don't know. It's embedded in us as men of color, especially. Don't cry. What you crying for? Man, cry, bro.
Men don't cry.
You know how
Yeah.
good it feels to cry.
Hell yeah.
That shit feels good, especially when you got a good one with some real shit. Oh, ugly face. That's a good cry, bro. That's a good cry. And then after that, you're like, you know what? And
Feel better. Mhm.
then you flex.
Got it out. You got it out.
Because you have to get that out.
I even tell that to like a lot of females that I know that like they call and they cry. I'm like, she's like, I'm like, cry. Get that shit out.
Get it out.
Get it out. We're gonna cry, take your emotions or whatever like that, and then then you'll fix it. We'll
I
fix it
was
after that.
crying yesterday watching what you call Offset. Was it Offset or Quavo? Quavo do his tribute to Takeoff. I was like, damn. I don't know
That was the
how he.
Grammys, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how he held it together. Because I was like, fuck. Could you imagine? See,
No. Like people be like, yeah, come in. No, you
you
cannot.
can't.
If
I
you
mean, of course, there are people probably out there
that can imagine.
that have been there. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I've seen some fuck, but I cried.
Mhm.
It ended up coming out. I just don't know how he things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like personally, like with things in that type of nature, I take a lot of my things and I go. I've used to, because I don't do it anymore. I go to the bottom, or I go to like a certain type of thing where fun to to do that, and I realized that that's something that I couldn't do, and in my circumstance now, I even said to both of you, I said, "Yo, I'm not even drinking like that." You know what I'm saying? So I've learned to a different type of coping mechanisms, but that took so much fucking time.
Right.
It's not that easy to
It ain't an
just be like
overnight thing.
to do like this. So like to like commend him for that because like to do that on that type of stage and do all that shit where it took me multiple years for me to just be like, yeah, okay.
And that's also what you have to understand. You have to understand that it is a process. Like, trust the process.
One
Trust.
one thing I can say that I understand that he's a very, very, very professional about all that. There's been times where I've had certain things happen, and the only people that know are the people here.
Right.
And I come in and I do that shit and I leave here and I go back to it and I'm like, boom. But I have to be a professional. I have to try to make this what if I see that this is going where I think it's gonna go for my brother right here, I'm gonna make this shit work. Regardless of what when I step in this door right here,
Sure.
I change. I got to. When I step out, regardless of what that may be, that's my life. It's real life. Here I gotta make sure that we all doing what we gotta do and be professional and try to show that I mean the show must go on.
Show must
You know
go.
what I mean?
Told my man this earlier today. As long as I'm above ground, as long as we above, you got another chance. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance. You got now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You got like the next minute. Boom. And you can literally make a drastic decision and be like, you know what? And honestly, it's more than anything, it's a thought. You know what I'm saying? It might not even be a physical action. It's a mental action of like, you know what? Fuck that. That shit ain't gonna weigh me down.
Mhm.
And then your whole
Your whole
demeanor
demeanor
changes.
changes
You know what I'm
immediately.
saying?
Yeah, I had a nice cry. I was like, I'm good.
All right, let's go.
Time to make my next move. You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean? JT, you don't like to cry? You're not a crier at all. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, cry. Cry.
There's never, nah. Yes and no. Like I'm not gonna watch a movie and start getting emotional, but it take like to me, I have to see something either really, really sad or super extraordinary for me to hit that point.
I'll
Oh, that
cry
was
on the
cute
dime.
though. She said, "Imagine when he lets it all out one day. It's
Nah.
gonna be a weight lifted. I'm here ready."
Like I know when I get married, I'm gonna cry.
You
You gonna
should.
be that
Like
guy?
I know I'm.
My sister
Yeah,
says
Yeah,
that all
yeah.
the
Like I
time.
know
that's
when
a
I get
happy
married.
shit.
When I
That's a happy cry.
that's what I'm
though.
saying. Like extraordinary things or like something that's like super, super sad that happens. But usually, I don't know. Just for me, it's just that's just never been of my way of coping with
Yeah,
my emotions.
mine either. Until I had to go through a depression and had to realize, like, oh shit, I gotta cry. Sometimes I'll be sitting down and be watching some shit sad. I'm like, oh shit, I want to cry,
Yeah,
but I don't though.
I'm too much
But
of a thinker. I be in my head
I mean,
all the time.
And
So it's like,
that's the same thing for me. To me, the way I cope with it is like I'm thinking like, all right, how can I get through it? How can I figure it out? Like that's how I cope. I just start overthinking stuff, and then that'll cause me to be probably paranoid because I'm thinking of so many different possible outcomes of the decisions that I'm making that are impacting me right now. But in terms of like crying being my coping, first of all, I don't want to say it like I have anything against it, but
oh,
just for
that's
the way
just
that
you.
I've dealt with my emotions it, when I go through trials and tribulations and issues like that, my coping mechanism is just to be an overthinker to the point where I'm thinking about stuff that has no possibility of happening, just creating more paranoia for myself. And then in my mind, I'll just start going like bugging out in terms of all right, you thinking that because this happened, that was a result of something you said 10 years ago when you met with this person. But if you would have just went to this meeting when you were supposed to, that would have never happened. So while in this moment, make sure it just starts going,
I think everybody.
You,
yeah, spiraling out
I
of
don't.
control.
I do.
I was just about to say this
That's what
because
my
I
mind.
think that that's why we work, right? Because he's total opposite. I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever happens, happens. We'll make it work.
You are like that.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like you know, like this didn't work. All right, cool, whatever. Like, all right, whatever. Like,
You
I'm
are
okay
like
with
that,
just like
yeah.
I will make it work. I'm not gonna stop trying to make it work, but I'm not gonna dwell on it why it didn't
You're
work.
like a true Rastafarian or something like that. Like for real, you got that. Like man,
I'm like, yo, I'm like, I fuck it. Like, there's points in times where I get angry, or there's points in time where I get
course.
sad, or there's points in time where
You
I come
are
out of
like
character, right? Like I've came out of character before, and I said, oh, fuck it, we gonna make it work. That's it. We're gonna go. What we gonna do? Are we staying here? Or we not? We doing this or we not? Like it's okay. Like I don't. That shit don't even. I don't even keep that in my mind. I'm like, next move. Like I'm good. Like whatever it is, what we gotta do. That's crazy. That's like I've never noticed that about
Yeah, but I always chalk up everything to this is part of the process. So when I do get like that, I'm like, all right, this is part of the process. So it was meant to be. Nothing's by mistake. I don't.
you.
I don't
But
second guess.
there it goes.
I also
Different.
do think that right, like that. Like I am the one that's like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. But like if he be like, yo, chill, I'll be like, all right.
And,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's a balance.
and this is the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. And this is what it is. There are how many people in this world? Whatever 10
Billions.
billions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
You know what I'm
11 point
saying?
something billion.
You are the only you.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever way you deal with however life is throwing their thing at you, as long as it's not destructive or causes harm, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. So don't let anybody force you to deal with your issues the way they deal with it. It's okay, and that's one of the most beautiful things about being an individual. So many people will tell you to, no, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, you got to do. No, bro. No, I'm sorry. There's no set way. Like I couldn't get a job at Home Depot. That was my set way. I was following this thing about like just go get a job. You know what I'm saying? But then here it goes. There's a whole nother thing out there. Whole nother thing.
And look where you at now.
Look where we about to go.
They don't even know the.
There you go.
So was we? I don't know. We went down a little.
Yeah.
Before we transition, let's just give a shout out to this drink that we got on the table. What is this?
Gran Carmino.
Gran Carmino.
Shout out Nick Storm.
Yes.
Nick
Matter of
Storm.
fact, shout out Nick, man. Nick is a phenomenal person.
Shout out Nick.
Can I say where we was at? I don't know the name.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of the shit.
Chella's.
We was in
DJ
Chella's.
Ted Smooth.
We was with Ted Smooth. Y'all know
Man,
Ted Smooth
Hemrock,
is.
my man Tomel, my man J. Crew
Do your
Love, my
thing,
man
matter of fact, you do this
RV,
shit.
my man Little Bad Boy, my man NFL Kev. You know what I'm saying? Like a brotherhood of men that I got to observe. Just observe and learn from, and still learning from this thing.
So I know when I walk in a room or I walk in a spot and people know who I am. I walked in that spot. People showed how so much love to you. Like, oh yeah, right. Then Nick, he is an amazing person. His son,
Little Nick.
yo,
Little Nick spit
Yo.
them bars that day,
Yo.
didn't he?
he was the
I
old school
forget what it
came
was.
on.
An old school.
He just took the mic and started
forget what
rapping.
song he did
Okay.
the whole-
Started rapping, like, and I'm like, oh shit, like
I
he
don't
was
know-
like,
we don't know if you go see him on the court or on a stage.
wherever
or
he's gonna be,
gonna do it all.
he's
He
gonna
is
be a
gonna do it all.
star,
He's just
bro.
like-
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
me and Nick had like a little like quiet conversation after or whatever like that, like before when we was leaving. And I'm like, yo, like because I got kids, so I'm like, yo, your son's amazing, man. He's like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm doing? I'm teaching him the old school because all this other stuff that's happening, I'm gonna show him how to do it right. Like he's doing his thing, man. Shout out to Nick because he is matter of fact, you could give Nick's background. I don't want to say anything wrong.
Nick makes me smile. Nick makes me smile. El Generalmente, that's what we call him, the general, the leader of the pack. Yeah. Nick. I don't even know.
Know where to
begin
start,
with.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nick's a gem. So Nick is a marketing guru. You know what I'm saying? Like Nick is, if you know Hypnotic, you know what I'm saying? He was the one behind Hypnotic. This man came up with this idea to put the bottle in a rapper's hand and have it displayed in the video. FABOLOUS.
Talk about it.
And then Hypnotic took off. After that, everybody's on that Hypnotic and Hennessy, I was actually in Korea at the time, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in New York?
Hulk is making Incredible Hulk.
All the throwbacks and shit, you know what I'm saying? I had crazy throwbacks because I was in Korea. They were,
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
what year did that start?
That was 2003, 2004. Yeah,
Who those
2003.
Wait.
Like
What came out?
23. No, Incredible Hulk. Like
2002,
all that shit.
2003.
The Hypnotic? Yeah, because I had Hypnotic when I was. I shouldn't be saying that.
Exactly. That's why I said it. Like, what
Yeah.
year
I
was
want to
that?
say it was
'Cause
like
That was my first drink.
I want to say like 2002, 2003.
Yep.
Around that time, somewhere around that time. But so Nick was the one behind that. I would love for him to tell the story, the way he tells the story about how he received the first case of Hypnotique and took it to
is that how you say it?
It's French. This is how he.
I never
And
knew
then he
that.
took it to this event, but with like all these, like Diana Ross's, because he was always in the music industry and stuff like that. And then he said he looked up and he saw all these people with this blue cup in their hand at this party, and he knew that he had something. Because he saw that blue. But then, Hypnotic was running, 20 Guns running. And then of course, there's that was the same time when I don't know if you remember when Jay canceled Cristal. I was at 4040 that night because I went there to see the mark off on the menu because I wanted to see like they crossed it out like with a Sharpie. They
Wow.
crossed out Cristal because they didn't want to associate. For
Mhm.
a lot of them, Iceberg, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of those labels didn't want to associate with us, but meanwhile they were making money off it. Same thing with Adidas and shit like that. You already know. But that's when Jay and they came with, and Dame Dash came with Armadale, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was Armadale.
They came with Armadale, and then, of course,
Armadale was trash.
you had a man, Sean Diddy Combs. You know what I'm saying? Mount St. Michael, even though he don't rap it like that, but Mount Man, came up with this thing called Ciroc. So who did he go get? He went and got Nick Storm, right? So when you think about Ciroc and you think about what Ciroc is and was and how it came about because of Nick Storm, Blue Flame, his marketing. Like this is all Googleable. You can Google this and you'll see him and go on his IG, give him his flowers, and you know what I'm saying. Ask him for an internship, do some free work, do some free labor, man. Ain't not, like seriously, But it's like I said, when I got out the army, when I was blessed enough to get the opportunity to work for Jacob, I had access to now these new toys and stuff like that. So I was driving the Phantoms before they were talking about Phantoms. I was in my Maybachs before. I was in Ferrari F430s before. You know what I'm saying? Before all them guys was even talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like going out, Tracy Morgan at I forget what it's Tropic Zone or something in Times Square. I didn't even know which, because it was like all these different signals. And I didn't know which one was the windows or which one was the lights.
It was a spaceship.
And I ended up putting the window in there. Lights are going like this. I'm trying to turn the lights off. Like, damn. But nobody, what can you say? You can't say nothing. Freaking 20-something-year-old kid hopping out of a Phantom. You understand what I'm saying? But then one night I ended up going to Greenhouse. Ended up going to Greenhouse, and
you don't even understand the thoughts that just went through his head right now. You heard? He said Greenhouse.
Yeah. Because I'm just
Greenhouse.
I picture all of that, and then go to Greenhouse and I have the Phantom up front. I go inside. My man Charlie Cook. Shout out Charlie Cook, my brother. Love you. He's doing security there. I go down there by myself because I usually go out by myself, and I go downstairs in Greenhouse and I'm chilling, drinking and stuff like that. And I see these guys at the bar in the corner with a bunch of girls. I was like, they having a good time. They are having a very good time over there. So I went over and started buying them shots of Patron and stuff like that. And it happened to be Nick and Henrock. And Henrock, also a legend, major legend, bad boy A&R, known for being the founder of Mace, stuff like that. Also, like, worked with Hennessy and just a real great individual. I'm talking about just some good men. You know what I'm saying? Just some good men. But they were just having a blast, and I met them that night, blowing some shots, and literally it was like, yo, come here. And then showed up here, and then my man RV's Nick's cousin went to high school with RV, and then now it's in this brotherhood of executives, future executives, just people growing up in this industry who just are team orientated. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have a good time, but also very bright. Like no dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's on their game. Everybody has their different avenue. Everybody's doing what they do, but it's like literally, if you're in this room with these guys, you have no choice but to learn from them. You have no choice. And still to this day, it's like you say, you don't have to talk to them every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you see them, it's like, and thank God for social media because that's the
Keeping up
beautiful
with them.
the beautiful thing about social media is that you get to see that people are
Okay.
okay. You know what I'm saying? That's
Ah.
I'm not talking about.
But
Are
you know
you
that
good?
they're
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to go like down a rabbit hole, but it's just dope. It's so dope.
And then now Nick is actually doing Gran Camino.
Nah. So actually, he's also with I forget Marcel.
Ma-
Oh,
Martel?
Martel, the wine?
Oh no.
No,
You
not,
just got me like Martel's my favorite cognac.
no, not Martel. It's
Oh, all right,
I forget
all
what
right.
the name of the damn thing is.
Yeah, man. By the way, Rick, if you could, I tell you everything you got to do. Just send it to our Instagram. We can get with them. We'll hit them up and see what they want to do if they want to do a collab.
But
that'll
yeah,
be cool.
so like him and Mr. Hart, because I like to. I'm not, even though me and Kevin Hart are probably around the same age. I wouldn't be like, hey Kev, I don't know him
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be professional, Mr. Hart. You know what I'm saying?
Respectfully.
So of course, and I've seen him and Kevin Hart have conversations when we were doing events at the W Hotel, and it's like it's like he's a guy. When you're talking about a guy, if you saw the NBA promoting Ciroc, you understand what I'm saying? NFL promoting when all his ads are running, which is dope. It's like
he was a very, 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 very humble.
that's
dude.
some real history shit. Like real. Changed the game. No black person was owning liquor brands and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's like becoming a norm for people to pop up with, oh, I got this, like it's apparel. You know what I'm saying? But no.
Somebody had to break that barrier.
Somebody had to break, and that's why Diddy says owned by black men, owned by black men.
I can't wait until I would love to own a tequila. I have so much.
I bet you. In Mexico.
I will. Listen, I'll go get the agave plants. I'll cut them shits myself. I'll do all that shit, man. Let's do it. Y'all want 40Central alcohol? Please let us know. I will do all the work. Trust me. Let's go back to you though.
Shout out Nick Storm, Henrock.
Yes.
One more time.
Yes.
Shout
out to Nick Storm. Shout out to Gran Camino. Shout out to
Jason Goodwin.
Kevin Hart, LOL Network,
Chris Hurt,
all that. Everybody tag every one of them in this video.
Brotherhood, man. I love them.
Let's go back to you though. Now the reel is about to come out. 2020 happens, right?
It did.
And then COVID, and then something spectacular happens. I guess.
Let me make sure the lights is red and green up in this house. You about to get some real Black history shit.
Something spectacular happens.
I mean,
whether people want whether you want to say it or not, but you start to know things, right? I don't even want to like ruin it. Just
try to find out as much about who you are and your history as possible. That's all I say, especially us people of color. There are how do you put this? There are things that are put on us that they say, a black man won't be there for his family. Why is that said? Because he was taken away from his family during slavery, right? He was literally, you couldn't get married or you'd be killed. So there was marriages in silence, right? So he couldn't be there. Trailer breadcrumbs. Let's talk about trailer breadcrumbs. Hurricane Katrina was another thing that I always think about, was a little example of this, because all those people in New Orleans and stuff like that, they were displaced. And to me, it seemed like it was another form of that breakup of households, to where now you had family in Texas, you had family in California, you had family that came to New York, you had, you know what I'm saying?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. So I believe still to this day, there are people that don't know it because there weren't no cell phones like that at that time. And literally, you don't know because
Was
a
that
lot of people
Katrina?
died.
Huh? Katrina?
Yes,
There was cell phones in Katrina.
but not like now where you
Oh,
can hit up. I'm
Once
talking
the,
about
once the line
I'm
went down,
talking
it
about
was
the
over.
once the
war.
line went there,
Bro,
yeah,
listen,
it.
listen this, bro. I'm talking about the war. Bro. I'm talking about the trap. I'm talking about people don't like. If you ever been in New Orleans or you've been down the south, there are still shacks. There's still that type of living arrangements where people are struggling. They ain't got no money to be paying for no phone. He's trying to eat. So now here goes Katrina. People died.
Mhm.
Remember seeing them bodies floating all bloated up?
I remember that. I was young too.
It's like, okay, so now a kid goes to Texas. Who knows what happens to him? Maybe he ends up being a doc. Who knows? But now he doesn't know who is real. So now you're lost on that part of history. So you don't know why you're walking these steps, why you are who you are, why maybe you ended up working for Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who you are, but meanwhile, it was because of something that happened years ago because of your blood. There's something in you that is a sign of royalty or respect or character that makes you supposed to be in these rooms. Like you're supposed to be here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of things you could point to. The hustlers, the trap niggas, some of the best mathematicians out there, the best businessmen. You understand what I'm saying? What's the
Oh, facts.
difference? What's the difference? I'm a chef. What's the difference between my gram and their gram? Not a damn thing.
It's still equal. It still weighs the same amount.
It's still the same. You understand what I'm saying? Isn't that something? But back to so during COVID, me and my cousin Shakar Hodges, uh, Sergeant Shakar Hodges, we were talking and stuff like that. We came up with this just idea of getting our family together. People were dying. People were literally dying. It was scary. It was extremely scary. You know who was going to be there the next day. So we got our cousins and family together, our age bracket, and we just started having Zoom meetings. You know what I'm saying? First, it started like every couple of weeks. Now it's like every month we do a Zoom. Still to this day, every month, second Sunday, we do our Zoom meetings. But it's like the things we found out at that time about our family and who we are was what I believe you're asking about. So I ended up finding out, just to get straight to it, I ended up finding out that my father's father was an actual slave, right? Ben Hodges. Um, Not only that, like he was a slave as a child. Not my father's father. I never met him. He passed away when my father was young. Him and my mother. I mean, him and my grandmother. Um, but not only that, he before he passed, he bought the land that he was a slave on
Mm.
in South Carolina.
Say that again, please.
He bought the land he was a slave on, which is just some real ambitious. I don't even know where to put it as
Yeah,
far as
we got to give him a round of applause for that.
yeah. I'll give it to Ben, Big Ben. I don't even know how that works.
The official round of applause.
Technology, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
yeah.
Technology.
He bought the land that he was a slave.
Purchased the land he was a slave on during segregation. Incredible. So him, cousin, little Jimmy, his grandfather, and then our other cousin, older cousin, who also passed away. Like they're all gone, but they all purchased this land down in South Carolina. Man, I'm talking about beautiful, beautiful, beautiful land sitting on a river. It's like where I learned how to fish as a child. Like my father took me out there to like I knew we had this land growing up, and I have like my mother's father and family did the same thing,
Wow.
But it's like this is the story that I was just finding out, and it's like, what the fuck? How?
So wait, so how many acres is this again?
It's a little bit over 100 acres.
100
It's
acres
like
of land.
What is it like 60 plus, 70 plus on the mainland, and then there's 2 islands that have acreage on it and stuff like that. It's yes, 2 islands.
Wait, two. Wait.
There's
So he
islands.
purchased. I just want to make sure we getting this straight for
Yeah.
the.
The fuck happened there? No, we're good. It went back.
We back. We back.
Uh,
We back. So that was the ancestors. Like, yeah, this shit is real.
Yeah.
This is real. What happened?
oh no,
Why are you trying to hide from it?
because I look crazy.
Bougie.
What's going on with
All right,
this?
we back.
Yeah, we good.
All right, you sure we good?
I have no fucking idea, but let's go do it.
All right,
Yeah.
Oh, that was a glitch to make sure you're paying attention.
Yes, yeah.
This is definitely some Black History Month breaking information right here, and I don't think people are understanding the magnitude of this situation. So
I get tingles every time I even think about it, and honestly, that's my motivation every day because it's like I said, you start to realize why you are who you are and why you're in these rooms to be in these rooms and why you're understanding mathematics more and business more and how to move and who to look out for and laws and licensing and you know what I'm saying, watching out for cutting your grass low for the snakes and because there's some real stuff going on to say the least right now. But yeah, it's an amazing thing. Like I vividly clearly remember the day my father took me fishing for the first time in South Carolina. I was 10 years old. We stopped on a little stream. He had a cast net. He went and threw his cast net out, caught fresh shrimp in the stream. Then we went to the country, went to our land, went fishing on the river. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You good?
Good.
Yeah, we just want to double check the audio, make sure it's good.
But it's like, and that's where I found my love for fishing. But meanwhile, I had no clue that I was walking these grounds that my ancestry and history was walking.
Yeah.
But then I found out this stuff during COVID when you had to sit still because, like I said, what was I doing? I was working for Jacob. I was going to culinary school. I was busy. I was thinking I'm a rock star. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, this is me. I did this. Me. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was already ordained once again. It was already like, and don't get it fucked up. Like, I had some down times during those same times, of course. Like, I've fallen. I've gotten knocked down. I got up. But the reason I was able to get up is because of this history. That's why I say check your history. Just ask your parents, ask whoever's in your family before. Just ask, because I'm still finding out stuff all day. This is one thing that we don't do, especially. I'm not gonna say all like people of color or all Black families and stuff like that, but like I wouldn't say a large majority because we don't know.
Hmm.
And that goes back to that separation factor of you don't know what part is missing. My name is Cornelius Hodges, you know what I'm saying? But Like they say, my name wasn't Cornelius Hodges when I came over here. You understand what I'm saying? That name was given, right? So it's like you have to find out where that name was given from, how stuff like that.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate 70 acres. I'm sorry, 100 acres. Can you put that in the context? Because we city folk here.
Yeah,
so
like
we don't understand the context of acres. How many Manhattan blocks is that?
what did we say?
Damn,
I think he said like 50,
Close to 50 blocks. Or something.
50 Manhattan blocks
Isn't that
of land. Something like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. And
But
that's hard to fathom.
I'm talking about beautiful country too, though.
Mhm.
That's what you're not getting. Like you'll see, you'll see, you'll see.
Most
But
definitely.
to walk the grounds and to see, there's nothing on it for one, just a trailer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, here it goes, here it goes, here goes the trick. You have all this land that your ancestors left you, and nothing has been done with it. Who knows why? You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of having it is a great thing. So there, of course, were other families that black families that had land. I don't know if you ever seen a movie Rosewood.
Yes.
So it's like
Yes.
Rosewood. So
Great
that's
movie.
exactly what Bennett's Point was like. Like
Really?
yes.
Damn, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Because Rosewood was a thriving town.
Was. And then, so in Bennett's Point, the black families sold their land to white people. No disrespect, white folk. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
now you go down there and you see these beautiful palatial homes with their boats and yachts in the back. You know, like I'm talking about 6, 7 room homes, you know what I'm saying? Like beautiful estates on this land that was purchased. But one thing I know is that God ain't making no more land. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing he ain't going to do. He might take away and take you with it.
Yeah.
But he ain't making no more land that he making. Man is making land now,
Yes.
like in Dubai and stuff like that. But that's so far stretched to purchase that you're not thinking about that. So it's like, here we go. Family decides to keep it, and now like you have all this acreage of trees and stuff where people pay to come hunt deer. They wanna grow pine trees. They want to farm trees and things like that. State of South Carolina purchase the land.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like all these things. No. You ain't getting this. You ain't getting this, bro. No way possible. It doesn't. It'll never add up. You know, like you can never pay for what will be reciprocated later on for my kids, my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? But it's also once again why was I deterred from working for Home Depot, but then I ended up working for Jacob. Cornelius, you have to learn this shit. It's just my it's like
You good.
it's like, okay, you're supposed to be in this room so you can understand how this works. You don't want to be in this room or you're not here because you're better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? People down south, you know how it is. Like, oh, you from New York. You think honestly, I think some of the smartest people are from the South because you had to know how to maneuver under more like strenuous situations than a city person. A city person, you can pretty much do anything. Down south, you gotta worry about tippy toeing and man and stuff like that. We can do whatever we want. I ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about nobody. And it's like, okay, I'm in these rooms so I can understand this is an asset. It ain't a liability. Everything right here is good. This is good. This is going to continue to flourish, continue to grow. And all the steps that I'm taking and have been given are leading towards what needs to be done. Cooking. Acres of land, farm to table. So there's a thing people don't understand. Like if you have land and grounds that have been sitting and trees have been growing on it, animals have been foraging on it and running around and living among. That's organic. So now you literally have organic soil to grow whatever and sell it as such, to be licensed as such, to have organic fruit, organic vegetables, everything.
That's like a cook's heaven, huh?
It's a business person's heaven.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at now. It's about stepping outside of that little small box and understanding I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? What he said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. I am a business. So now you have to start thinking like that. Say, okay, I got all of this. And I have a family to do it that understands our history. Then, like I also told you, besides that, my uncle Kenneth Hodges, who is a state representative of South Carolina, is also a pastor at a church down in Beaufort, South Carolina. And his church is becoming a historical monument as far as they found out that Harriet Tubman literally moved slaves through in the Underground Railroad.
Wow.
Once again.
What?
Once again, this is Google. These are facts, man.
Wait, so Harriet, the Queen
Tabernacle.
Is that not plugged in?
Let me see. It's probably that.
Oh,
All right, so I just want to
yeah.
switch it. Nah, just leave it. So the Queen that is Harriet Tubman, the woman who used the Underground Railroad to free hundreds of slaves. This woman has had a part in your family lineage.
Right? Uncle.
Wow.
Our church currently is where she is known to lose slaves. Fact.
Listen, y'all thought we was joking when we said this shit was about to be some real history.
That
I
is
just want to
insane.
say. I just
Like-
want to say this is some things I like just found out 2 years ago. Yeah.
How did you feel when this came to you?
That's what I'm saying. I started to understand why. Because when you're moving and shaking and you're over boy and bad boy and you know what I'm saying, Jacob and Co. and or you don't even know that. You don't even take. I didn't have time to think about this shit.
It's the Wi-Fi.
No, check this, man.
Listen, y'all gonna get this work, man. Y'all gonna get all this knowledge. Wi-Fi not gonna stop us. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, they.
I feel like I'm on my Johnny Gill or something right now. Happy Valentine's coming up to y'all out there. I feel like I should be talking like that or something.
They a little bit deeper. Nah, that like
yeah, but I had the time, but I wasn't using the time to. I wasn't thinking about like I miss so many things like with my family. Like now I'm spending time with my family. I was running. I believe I was supposed to be running. You know what I'm saying? Like I was running. I was out there. And I still run to this day because nobody's going to put the work in that I have to put in. Like who's going to put the work in for me that I have to put in? You know, it's not.
I don't think nobody's gonna care more than you.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
If you don't care, if you don't want to put the work in, then.
But then, like I said, you end up finding. I find that out, and it's like, what the fuck? How wasn't I told this? You weren't.
Why
ready
wasn't I told this?
But I wasn't ready. I can imagine if I was like, I knew about it. But if I knew about it to this level, and then like I'm out there running around with all these very wealthy people and all of this stuff, and I start telling them about what's going on, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, let's go see." It ain't nothing for them to put me on a jet and fly down and be like, "Oh, here goes a mill." You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing.
They definitely would have did it too.
It ain't nothing.
They would have did it.
Have a golf course up.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing.
Resort.
It ain't nothing.
Resort.
Because that's what South Carolina.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Let us know if we back. Are we back? 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 Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Drop a 40 in the comments if you're still with us. Drop a 40 in the comments if you're still with us. Yes, yes. Appreciate you, Rick James. Appreciate you. Yeah, we back.
Rick James, bitch.
That's his real name. That's his real name, by the way.
I love that.
That's his real name, by the way.
Honestly, straight up, man. Yo, Rick James, you a real one, bro.
Yeah, that's actually, he said that's his real name.
I like that. I like that. Shout out to Rick James, man.
I actually cooked for Chappelle.
Word?
Yeah, it was when I was at my past with Mama Fuku. It was Chappelle, Q-Tip, and then they had some, I forget who else was with them. But it was so dope. Cause like my man Ian, Chef Ian, my man Ian, My man Ian Davis, bro. Amazing chef, amazing black chef. He's out in Vegas now. My brother, that's my brother right there. He was like, yeah, you about this stuff. You like to go talk to people because I do. He's like, take the food home. You know what I'm saying? You're cooking it. I said, all right, man. Went out there, brought it to. I was already laughing because it's Chappelle.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's your name? It's like Cornelius.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Cornelius. and but just to hear his voice, you know what I'm saying? And I just started giggling like a little schoolgirl. I was like, that's what's up. It's like and then I ended up chilling with him another night at Tao, and it was like 20 of us, and I took them all to cafeteria that night. We had a good time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chappelle
Show.
Woo-hoo.
Wow.
That's a
Wow, wow, wow.
thank you, Dave.
Wow, wow.
Thank you.
Before we have a little bit of fun, right? I think there's another thing I do want to ask you about.
Check.
You said somebody picked up a camera.
Oh man.
Hold on. And
the same man, bro.
I was waiting. I just want you to say what you got to say. But somebody picked up a camera, said, I wanted to learn photography, and started taking pictures of food.
Yo, I tell people over and over that I could literally feel the blood that runs through me. You understand what I'm saying? I could feel the blood that runs through me. This ain't to take anything from it. I'm not talking about no workout shit. And I do work out, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I could feel the blood of my history and ancestry running through me. It's what energizes me. It's what I am.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I joke with people all the time and be like, I used to be light skinned, but you know, like it's the blood that runs through me that made me this way. You know, and it really is though.
Yeah.
You know, because when we're born, we're light skinned. You know what I'm saying? You ain't as dark as me, but you dark, you know, with his complexion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Caramel.
You ain't caramel, but it's all right. It's all right though. It's all right.
I'm caramel.
It's all right. But it's like, yeah.
So why is it not working on my?
What you
I ain't
think,
worried
bro?
about it.
But we good out here, right?
Yeah, we go.
So it's the same gentleman. Once again, Googleable. I gotta figure
Googleable.
Kenneth Hodges. Uncle Kane, bro. So he was going to Clark. Yeah, he was going to Clark in the A. And this is a grown ass man now. I think Kane gotta be like, I don't know. He gotta be upper 60s now. He might be 70 now. He might be about 70. But his senior year, he had to get an elective, take an elective, graduate and stuff. And he picked up a camera. Started taking pictures. Next thing you know, his first pictures are of Rosa Parks. Jimmy Carter. I think it was he took a picture of Jimmy Carter giving the key to the city to Rosa Parks. I think that was the first picture, but then so he has these pictures. He has an art gallery in Beaufort, South Carolina, also Googleable. But then, like I showed him the pictures. I'll show y'all right now too. I'll put it close to the camera. But then he has these pictures of Maya Angelou, Sammy Davis Jr., young Hank Aaron. It's like
superstars. Hold on, before
I'm talking about.
He showed us these pictures, and we were like, "Get the
I asked people.
fuck out of here."
I show people these pictures, and then I ask them, "Do you know who this is?"
Yeah.
Right. I say, "Do you know who this is?" And then, of course, in the middle of these portraits, these pictures, these actual photographs that are framed and everything is art gallery. Of course, it's his autograph, his signature, Kenneth Hodges. You know what I'm saying? Just to solidify it, just so you don't sleep on the history that I'm throwing at you.
Yeah. This ain't the Photoshop era either.
this is, you know what I'm saying? This is
he had to
film.
really
No,
like.
This is film, bro.
Mhm.
This is like, because like every event that we've had, whether it's family reunion and stuff, he always has these dope ass cameras. Like I now I think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like always taking pictures, always like with the like and he'll be all whining it, and then one shot. Ain't no you know what I'm saying? He likes to film like how you would think Spike Lee does. Spike, 40 Acres and a Mule. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like not only did he take these pictures, not only did the blood run through him for him to, not only was he blessed enough to be ordained, that privilege to step in them rooms, to be conscious enough to step in them room, because anybody could pick up a camera, but you might not end up with the same shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that could be taken. Maybe you're talking about shot like that, or the same shot as far as privilege, opportunity. He got both of them. He had the opportunity and the actual footage.
The actual footage is
You understand what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Can you
So
imagine
it's
what
like
those rooms
now,
is like?
now I'm looking at these pictures and I'm like, what the fuck? Boom. And then I look in the mirror. Because I say, what did I say? I say, I wonder what they were talking about in those rooms. You're talking about you're in there with the Sandman, the Candyman can. You understand what I'm talking about? Glass Eye. You're in there with Maya Angelou. I know why a caged bird sings.
Talk about it.
You're in there with Rosa Parks.
Talk about
You're
it.
in there with Hammerin' Hank.
Woo!
I'm getting goosebumps right now. I mean, that's some real shit, bro. That's American history. That's as real as it gets. That is as real as it gets. Are you kidding me? But then I think about me when I talk about Jacob, Teddy, being in these rooms with Nick Storms, and it's the same fucking thing.
I was just about to say that, right? Because I'm gonna
Isn't that
say,
crazy?
imagine when our kids understand like who we was in the rooms with, because we gonna make that shit.
I got my brother Sharif, who is one of the most amazing photographers out there. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't want to disrespect him, but Sharif Zaidat. I don't know how to, but Google ZID Sharif and then ZID, and
See you
it'll,
later,
it'll
Rick.
pop up.
Rick James gotta go.
Peace, peace, Rick. See you soon. Come to New York, man. I'll feed you.
Woo!
That's
That's a fact.
we trying to go to Vegas.
That's a fact. Oh, I'll see you in Vegas.
Nah, we trying to go to Vegas.
Okay, I'll see him. Yeah, we'll definitely go to Vegas. But yeah, so like he's a photographer. He actually shoots like any Jay-Z event, he's there. He taught 50 Cent how to shoot, like back in the yes. He's a gem. But it's like he has all of this footage of God knows what. You know what I'm saying? And I showed him those pictures one night when we was at Pergola. Shout out my man Aldo, Zizo. What up? Pergola, probably one of the best spots in New York City. Easily, hands down. Hands down.
I ain't say anything.
Hands down.
I didn't say anything.
Hands down. We'll go there tonight.
No debate.
DJ Rhea probably.
No
on the
debate at
ones or
all.
two.
I'm just saying. I just thought he was gonna say
LeBron was
something.
in there Saturday. Him and Savannah.
Oh shit.
Sunday. I told that was
big boy
Sunday, my
thing.
holiday party night. Yeah.
Big boy
Like,
thing.
LeBron's in the building, bro.
That's big boy things right there.
But it's like, what are those comments? And that's what I thought. Then I had to turn it back on me. Like, Cornelius, you're in these rooms, the same boat. You're not taking the pictures, but you're feeding them.
History repeats itself.
Isn't that nuts?
That is a lot to soak in, because it's like what was being. It almost reminds me of that movie that the Regina Hall, that movie that she made with Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. And these are like they were characters playing portraying.
Oh, you're
these
talking about
characters.
the person that played.
Yeah,
them.
yeah. The characters were
Oh.
playing, and it was about the one night I believe in Miami.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
all
yeah,
of them
yeah,
were
yeah. When they
together.
went to the hotel room.
Yes,
Yes.
it reminds me of a
Yes.
scene like that.
What's the name of
What
that
were
movie?
those conversations like? That's what I would want to know about that type of
Could you
that type of
it's
footage.
Black History Month right now. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know what this hoodie is that I have on, you know? What's
Yeah,
this hoodie?
1619. That's the what's that? Jamestown, Virginia. First slave arrived on the shores of America. Is that it? Come on, son. Let's talk. We can go there. We can go there.
40 Acre
You
Rule.
can go there.
This one's Spike Lee. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yes, sir.
Spike Lee himself, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's like, yeah. It's like all those things you got to understand. Like, once again, for me to be in these rooms that I'm in, I'm cooking in and you know, dominated by European statures and stuff like that. It's been a journey. It is a journey. It's a true fucking journey. Because even if I show you pictures of all the restaurants, like I am the darkest one in the room. There ain't no shade. That just is what it is. I chose to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the process. I understand, like, it's not about being accepted, but I understand that, you know what I'm saying? And in order to conquer and to reach like the epitome or the success you want, you have to do things that are unorthodox. You don't want to just run with the same, because you'll do the same thing. I have a friend, my man Ralph. Ralph has this little joke about me because, like, you know, you switch up restaurants and stuff like that. Like, that's the way the industry works.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people who are nice in the industry don't stay with one company. That's just what it is. You have to bounce around so you can learn different things from different amazing chefs, right? I got to work with David Chang. I got to work with Marcus Clark. I got to work with Rich Teresi, Mario Carbones, and you know what I'm saying? And all of these guys got this tutelage from these other guys, you know? So now it's like, okay, I could do Asian, I could do French, I could do Italian, you know? Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what do you want? So now it's on that Fat Joe shit. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying? Because I've put in the work. 10,000 plus hours. How about 1 million miles fed? Let's talk about it.
I feel it's fine.
All right, we good.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
1 million miles fed. My man Nick Storm is known for 1 million cases sold. That's what he's known as, the million case man. You understand what I'm saying?
Talk about
That's
it.
what we talk. We want to talk numbers.
Talk about it. What are we talking about?
What they say?
talking
Women's lie, numbers don't.
Men lie,
Men
women
lie, women
lie.
lie, numbers
don't.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously.
That's
But
a fact.
it's such a thing. And I just want to tap into that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to step off my history and stuff like that. But still, the culinary world is like, I don't want to say conquered, but it's shown in a white frame of light. You know what I'm saying? Only recently has it been that, you know, you're starting to see like a Marcus Sampson or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or because of like TV and stuff, you see that. But are some movements. Charlie Mitchell out in Brooklyn right now. Young man, I had the pleasure of eating it with recently.
Okay.
Amazing. One of the first Black chefs to get a Michelin star. Right? The highest accolade in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In the world. Listen. To understand that, no, he's the second. It's like, wow. It's 2023, 2022 when he got it. Wow, damn. But then you're like, who's the first?
That's what I want to know.
The first is a gentleman in Florida who just got it a month prior in 2022.
So this not even like he.
Nah, it's just
You
He's
understand
super.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like it's just like it happened years ago.
Yeah.
Shit
You understand
just
what I'm saying?
happened.
So you're telling me after all these years, 100 years, probably 100 years that Michelin's been around. This was the first.
2 people.
Says a lot. Says a lot. I don't even know what to make of that information. I don't know whether to be happy or to be concerned.
There's no need to be concerned anymore. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I could take it like that.
Yeah, the talent,
Yeah.
Kwame at Tatiana,
Yeah.
and Lincoln Center,
Mm-hmm.
who is a true gem. Actually hosted the James Beard Award right after COVID. He's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, my man, one of my close friends, Eric Knowles, who I tell him all the time, he'll be a Michelin star chef. He's that talented. He's that creative. He's that bright.
Mm-hmm.
He's that intellectually sound and bright. Because you can't be a dummy.
No.
There's no. It's like you can't be a dummy. You can't be lazy. You can't be. It's like all those things that were said about us. You can't be any of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how do you tell people that they're lazy when they're taking care of you?
Literally, the reason why you're here is because of what we're giving you on your plate.
For hundreds of You're lazy. Go farm this land. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of our kids and make sure our farmland is good and our animals are taken care of and our crops are
lazy.
good.
Sleep all day. Isn't that something? Isn't that so crazy? People get mad at me, like people that can't, like my family. You know what I'm saying? Girls I've dated, they be like, "You need to get some rest." I'd be like, "I can't sleep.
Yeah,
I gotta keep going."
I know why you can't sleep, man.
Why I can't sleep? Tell them why I can't sleep.
I can't. You asked me not to say the nonsense.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing I cannot say. I can't because I know that you building towards that specific, like one of the specific things.
All I know.
Tell him I can't.
All I know is
You just try to test me.
Huh?
You just try to test me. You on the low.
I just want to see like where you at. I had a sergeant in the Army, Sergeant Winfield, and he used to say to me all the time, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail."
There you go.
And that is like, if anybody who's listening to this and you heard me say that, came from Sergeant Winfield, one of my favorite sergeants ever. And he used to say that to me all. And Sergeant Graham, my man. But Sergeant Winfield used to say that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that stuck with me. Have a plan. It doesn't matter when it comes to fruition. Because a lot of people say, do it now. Oh, you're ready. Yeah, it might be ready, but the time ain't ready. Oh, the time will never be ready. Who are you to say when my time is ready? Who are you to say when my time is ready? You understand? I know it's the leap thing and everything like that, but I know how I'm planning. Like me, I want certain things. And also, like, I want certain accolades. I want certain things. But also what I'm realizing now is, fuck getting it under somebody else's name. Get it under your own name. The accolades. So I'm also seeing that right now. So it's like, well, all I know is I got a plan and it's just about to pop.
Yes. Did we miss anything?
Huh?
Did we miss anything?
I just feel like there's just so much more detail we can get. From
Yeah, I
these
think we went
stories.
into so much detail in the car.
Because
we've seen pictures and we've seen this and we spoke about it. Like
we're friends.
Like you guys are, yeah, exactly.
We're friends.
But it's not like you can see. But I feel like I just don't know if we're missing anything that
I'm gonna tell you like this: the things that I've told you and that I'm saying right now out loud. A lot of my guys don't know this. Wow. Because once again, I recently found this out. You know, everybody's after COVID, you know what it is. And if you know what the industry's like, when I say the industry, like entertainment industry and stuff like that, it's a sharp out there. It's a sharp knife. So sometimes you fall, but you didn't fall off. But then I'm also in this lane. You know what I'm saying? Like when they say stay in your lane, I'm staying in my lane. My lane is beautiful. My sister said to me, she was like, "What is? You eat caviar for breakfast." I said, "Ooh, that's so dope to say." And then I thought about it. Yeah, I do.
Real shit.
I eat the best stuff around the world.
Because you should, though.
As we all
That's
should.
what we
And
should
we all
be doing.
will.
That's what we about to do.
As we all will.
So a lot of the people that do follow us now, and we appreciate them, is Geometria. Do you know about Geometria?
No.
Can you explain it? I
What is it?
don't know how to explain it.
I don't really know how to either.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
The way I interpret it is the study behind the messaging with numbers. So essentially, the macro argument is, and there's someone from Gematria in here, so correct me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to say.
So at the macro level, it's nothing happens for no reason. Everything is done with a purpose, and everything. A lot of these codes that we see in Hollywood and entertainment, and the way our society is in general, is all scripted. So behind these numbers, you can find the truth to why a lot of the events and things that are going on in the world are happening. So, for example, the number 42 is heavily associated within our Black culture. So you'll see the number 42 in a lot of movie. See, like
right there.
Yeah, so
42, 44.
42 means slavery. 42 means nigga with the hard R. 42 Jackie. He wore 42. 42 Buzz. 42. Rosa Parks is born on 42.
Martin had number 4. His door was 42.
Cosby Show is 42. The Huxtable is 42. Malcolm X means 42. So many Black people are sacrificing and shamed by that number. Listen, if you ever really wanted to tap into that community, they will help you out. Anybody in this, they actually wanted me to tell you this earlier, but we was in like a deep conversation. So I didn't.
Who said that? Shout out to them. For
Crack the code. Crack the code. Crack the code said that. Crack the code.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah,
Chadwick
Boseman killed at the age of 42, and they changed his age to 42 when he died. So like that we had a very, 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 very good conversation with Zach. These are the people that Zach got us here. Whether you believe it, whether you're not, whether people out there believe it, whether or not, it's something to think about.
Right.
But they actually did want me to tell you to.
Are y'all worried about me out there?
Are y'all worried about him? But I don't think so. But they said there was a part where we was talking about. They was like, "Yo, tell him to reach up to them because whatever you were saying at that point in time matched up." But listen, man, we appreciate them.
If you are interested in listening to that, definitely watch our interview with Zach.
Yeah, and everybody tag Zach in this, man, because we need him to come back for part 2. He said he's coming back for part 2. We need him for part 2.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Zach is a cool dude, man.
Gematria Effect News. That's the name of it.
Gematria Effect News on YouTube. Yeah. Did we miss anything? Because I feel like there needs to be a part 2 to this.
There has to be.
But
part 3.
I think that the part 2 just needs to just be us just vibing.
It's whatever, man. Happy to be here. This is, what is it? Therapy.
Yes. I say that all the time. Yeah, I do say that all the time.
It's some real therapy.
I say that all the time. It's just like
now you got me up. Now I'm ready to hit these streets, man. Now I'm getting that bug, man. We gonna go to Pergola, go listen to DJ Rhea or something like that.
Somebody picking us up right now. So
yeah, we go.
Yes.
Before
if you ain't sold your soul and you have nothing to worry about, that's what you're saying.
Man, I never sell my soul, bro.
There you
You
go.
understand what I'm saying? Even like when I joined the army and people tried to throw that, bro. I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I have a fucking.
What did you put up there?
That is the link to the Zach interview.
Oh, that link that I put up right there with 40 Central. That's the link to the Zach interview. Anybody want to go see that Zach interview? Please, everybody, Go do that. That is one of our highest.
That's
Um,
the
That is the highest watched
streamed
episode
interview we have
we've had. Please, man. That's
so
also
far.
you guys so
So
far.
far.
So far.
That's
So
what's up.
And this is gonna be the second one once everybody comes and watch this shit too, man.
So speaking of numbers, and this,
Oh, speaking of numbers, we only need less than 300 hours left. Everybody, please send this video out. Send other videos out. Watch it. We only need 300. I'm trying to do this shit by the next 2 weeks, so that we could finally 100% be monetized. And it's only because of y'all. Appreciate you
yes,
guys.
we are almost there on monetization. Yeah, reiterate everything that was just said. What I wanted to go with the numbers is the numbers that you got on your shirt. 'Cause I'm looking at that. You said 1619, but I'm trying to think, what is the deep meaning?
There's something there.
There's
right?
something
Isn't it?
there because
Yeah.
now I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, 1619.
You're trying to add it up. You're trying to configure it.
No, because I look. Well, they look at numbers for like. I just look at. I look at symbols. So when I see the shirt, I see a 6 and a 9 with a barrier in between it. And I'm thinking, all right, at this time, this is when the first slave was brought here from Africa. And the meaning I take away is that the 6 and the 9 represents the black and white divide, and that
The yin and the yang.
the yin and the yang. But when you look at it, it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
That's like
The
when I go
same
to the
thing.
gym and stuff like that, and maybe I want a 60 or a 90
Mhm.
to work out, and maybe the 60 is upside down, so I think it's a 90, or the 90 is upside down, I think it's a 60, and I go grab the 90 and I'm able to move that shit. But it was, you know what I'm saying?
It's all
It's the
perspective.
yeah, exactly.
It's all perspective.
I think the same thing. I literally be like, I'm one of those, man. I had a girl tell me that a couple of months ago. Like, she was huge into astrology and stuff like that. So she was like doing the whole thing of my birthday and stuff like that, who I am, the time I was born and stuff like that. And she was like, yes, that's that you're one of those who really takes in the why of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a full moon out tonight. Like, so it's literally a full moon right now. So when I'm walking over here, I'm looking, I'm like, this is good. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I'm meeting up with the guy because now it's Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, this week's going to be amazing because there's always a reason why things happen. You know what I'm saying? It's what there is. I don't know. But she's like, honestly, that's your time of birth and all of this stuff. And when she said it, because I never told her that, she was like, I was like, that's exactly how it is. I think there's a reason behind everything.
Yep.
Not a scary reason either. You know what I'm saying? But a blessing type of reason. There's never a negative thing like, oh, you're gonna die because you walked on crack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything
Broke your
is
mother's back.
All those superstitions.
But that's it.
Someone crack, you break your mother's back. No, man. I'm like, no, we good.
I also believe in that. Like, I feel like everything has a reason. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
where I'm at is because I'm supposed to be here. I feel like everything I do, I'm supposed to do it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't feel like I'm wrong. I feel like I'm supposed
Right
to
on
do what I'm
time.
gonna. I feel like that everything happens for a reason. The reason
Right
why
on
I'm
time.
here, the reason why we had this at this point in time, the reason why we spoke about this, the reason why he is here, the way whatever the fuck it may be, we are here because we're supposed to.
I can't wait to do what we're about to do. I'm loving. I love, and I told my other guy this today, my man Ron Thomas. Shout out Ron, love you, boy. Anybody in DC, Maryland area doing real estate, Ronald Thomas, check him out. What is his Captain Morgan? Captain Mortgage on IG. Captain Mortgage. Yeah, I told him that today. I was just telling how proud I am of him, and I'm just like, it's not the trophy. You know what I'm saying? It's that journey. The journey is really what you enjoy. Like, if somebody just gave you a trophy and you didn't complete any task,
What they wanted.
you would. It's like some people would, but real people don't. It's
Don't
like I
need
ain't do shit for this.
Mhm.
Why you? What's up? What's up? What do you
Mhm.
really want?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when you had fallen, got knocked down, got up, figured it out, had to go through this, had to go through some, and still, it's like, oh man, when your body's sore, and you're like, man, I'm a grown ass man over here trying to do a young man's job. Like I be in, you know what I'm saying? Because there's mental trauma, but there's also physical trauma. I put my body through some trauma. I got plates and all types of stuff in my body. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be beat up. I'm like, ooh, that journey is going to be amazing.
Yep.
That's the thing. That's the gift.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gift.
I agree with that. 100%. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
But I
watch him with the butt. Go
but
ahead.
for me, I think I've said this multiple times. I honestly really don't care about what happens for me.
When we get to this bag,
for my kids,
when this bag
yeah.
is when we shooting the Teeter-barrel,
huh?
and we hopping on that thing,
Huh?
you gonna be like, man.
No, I'm
telling
be
you.
grateful.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna be
It's not gonna be a grateful thing, bro.
I
It's
just
not even gonna
don't-
be a grateful. It's gonna be a reflection. And what reflection is, it's about that journey. It ain't about that
I love the
fucking
journey,
jet.
man.
It's gonna be about, damn, dude.
I love the
And then
journey,
you
but
go
the
get
journey
hyped.
for
Do
me.
you know what I had to do? Because that's what people say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I had to do to get here?
But my thing is, yes, do you know what I had to do to get here? It was never for me.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's the better thing.
It's not. It's never ever been for me. I don't. And if I'm lying, please tell me. I've never said that I want this for me.
That's the same thing.
I've never said that. Have I ever said that? I've always said I want it for him.
I say it because I'm good.
I say no. I always say I want it.
That's what I said.
I always say I want it for him and I want it for my kids. And I always make sure to say I'm not saying that that's for my kid or whatever like that. That's my partner, my business partner. I need to make sure that he is good. I don't want it for nobody else. I'm okay with me living a comfortable life, but everybody else being okay. Like this is I think there's a difference, and also think there's a difference between like everybody in general where they go through things and they say, oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna be happy regardless, but I need it for them.
That's like
more than I need it
one
for
of my
myself.
favorite little verses. They ask me what I do and who I do it for.
Huh?
That's what that.
But he said after that, all I want for my birthday is a big booty.
Okay, so saying that, another one of my quick snippets is I don't want it if it's that easy. That's what Pac said, but he was talking about joints. He was talking about smashing. But I always take that little. I don't want it if it's that easy. He said, hey, "Yo, bust it, shorty got it going down, all of that." But I don't want it if it's that. I don't want it, bro. I'm sorry.
I get it. I
even if I was to hit the lotto, it ain't easy because
that's
like
a one out of fucking a billion chance.
But if I hit the lotto now, it's because of all the shit that I've done.
Yeah,
like it's pretty much owed to you.
Yeah, now it has reasoning behind it.
Listen, man. Listen, I've been having vivid dreams and vivid images about where we gonna go after this. And
where we going?
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
How about this? Since they were so gracious to give me my flowers and stuff like that, I would love to give you your flowers. Real talk, it is a pleasure to just get to know you, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? In this short span of time. I appreciate you highly, 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 highly. I see the vision. I see what y'all want to do. I see what we're going to do. I see the accessibility we all have and how we are becoming a team. You understand what I'm saying? I see how we're all like one of the best back court, front court, like, you know what I'm saying? Passing the rock. Pass the rock, bro. You open. Your turn. Take that shot. You open. Take that shot. I love it, bro. I love the opportunity that you're giving me to document some shit, bro. Now I got this shit. I have actually footage of this. Now my daughter could see that, you know what I'm saying? The people who could see this. Now it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's down. It's written. And it was written. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing for what you're doing for people. Cheers to you. 40 fucking Central. Big
Yeah,
him
it
up.
is.
Man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Clap
You
to
know-
that, man.
Yeah.
Clap to that.
Yo, what do you want to know the crazy thing is? And
Oh, no,
I don't
I got you.
don't know if it's just me and him growing type of thing.
Let's have a round of applause.
Yeah, man. Let's drop a bomb for this, man. He's gonna beat those moments.
I don't know if it's a testament to like how strong that me and him felt about what we're doing. I don't know if it go harder. I don't know if we can soften up. I don't know what we got to do, but this year has been a big blessing to us. And if you could change, you could say anything if you don't. I don't want to speak for him, but the opportunities and the people that we have been speaking to and the rooms that we have been invited to and the people that's been in our text messages, even last night, my man's hit me up or whatever like that. They want to do shit. Everybody sees our vision, right? That just makes me feel like we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's no like sometimes you get discouraged. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, we do this, oh yeah, but it's not. Nah, when people like you come around, people like the other dude that came around, when people like the other people that came around, and people that are pushing us into a different atmosphere.
That's right.
It's just
say
like
positive people, positive energy,
and
attracts
this
positive.
year, regardless on personal, and everybody has their own personal things going on. Besides personal, for this and for us, I think we've having a phenomenal ending of the year last year and an amazing start to our year.
That's right.
Q1 has been great to us. And it's not going to stop because we're not going to stop. But I think that we see it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Rockefeller.
Hey.
Before we kick us out. We're not going to keep
Diddy.
on. But we've been speaking into existence, man. That's true.
Diddy, what's the other one? Barstool, like all of those major platforms and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it out there.
No, we don't even know like they don't know what you have in store for this, right? So I'm not gonna speaking about. We got tagged in, the Zone. We got tagged in Eddie Hearn. We got tagged in with everything, all the boxing shit. Shout out to Fight Night X. We got shout out
Four
to
Corners.
Four Corners Boxing.
Corners.
That's our people.
Man.
Actually, he was coming here to talk to you today too, but he didn't hit me up. We got tagged with Jay Prince and them. We got tagged with the whole Prince family. Shout out to Ford Castro Diaz. Shout out to
I'm a little disappointed in Jay Prince right now.
Hey.
I know what you're talking about.
A little disappointed.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm just
I'm just saying the rooms that I agree with everything you're saying because the rooms that y'all putting us in and the people that y'all bringing us to and everything that we appreciate y'all. Without y'all, we can't do this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But also all of y'all who want us to do this, see how genuine and how real we are.
That's right.
This shit. So like the rooms that we are getting into and the opportunities that we taking, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a big ass opportunist. I'm taking all that shit. I talk to everybody you put me in front of.
Oh yeah, I ain't saying don't talk to Jay Prince.
I'm going to those rooms. I'm gonna be myself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
I have to get this out. I just don't, with the energy that's going on right now. Once again, happy Black History Month.
Yes,
there you go.
All right, this is the American Black history we're talking about. We're not talking about global. Like, let's talk about American Black history. Right. We have to do better by us. George Floyd gets killed, murdered, and everybody was up in arms. Right? Everybody got crazy. Right? They pillaged damn LA. They, you know what I'm saying? They were breaking into Rolex stores on Fifth Avenue.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? They went crazy.
Then they bring the city of Chaz to his knees.
Takeoff gets killed. Nothing happens. But it ain't, I'm not even gonna go there. A few weeks ago, 4 cops killed a young black man.
Tyree Nichols.
And you get to see the actual. Do you know, like, I have brothers that's on the job and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll tell you, like, I'm worried about them also.
Mm.
Let's not get it fucked up. My brothers are my brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My brothers are my brothers. I don't know if y'all remember the video that you posted, like, maybe that was right after COVID too. There was a black dude getting harassed by a cop outside of some bar or something like that, and he ended up being a FBI.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Dark skin brother. Yes.
Looked African.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, when you're in plain clothes, you don't know either. So everybody is accountable. You have to do right too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if you'll have that opportunity to go get your badge out. Imagine that action. Oh, I'm on the job. Let me go get my badge. Bang. Rap. It's a rap.
That's it. They shooting to kill.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm nice. I shot expert straight out the gate when I joined the Army. I'm nice.
Yeah.
I could shoot all day.
Yeah.
You know? But I also know how to shoot. I ain't shooting to kill. I shoot to wound. I shoot to stop you in your tracks. But I know how to shoot. If you know how to shoot, you know how to shoot, man. Don't give me that shoot to kill shit, bro. Don't give me that, bro. If you know how to shoot, if you know how to shoot center mass, which is what shoot to kill is, center mass, headshot, chest shot, then you could shoot in the leg. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You can shoot in the head. You could. It's just a little.
Other things you could do.
Yeah.
That's the part that they really don't talk about enough. Is why is it that they're not using? It's like the first shot is boom, you're going,
and then it's multiple. It's like literally, it's like I get it, but I don't even see. Man, you're talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Has been in those types of situations, so you can't tell me, especially if somebody's not shooting back, that you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much training you do. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Muscle memory, I get it. But teach muscle memory how to stop.
And didn't they just have a situation where a man was literally killed? He was in a wheelchair.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, this just happened.
Yeah, this is just a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
like he literally he was murdered. This guy had no legs, was in a wheelchair.
I saw that.
And they gunned him down.
I saw that. I did see that.
What type of shit is that?
I don't know.
That is insane, man. That is insane.
And it's like nuts because like I'm a grown ass man and still my mother worries about me. You know what I'm saying? While I'm worrying about her.
Yep.
I don't need no more freaking stress on my family. You know what I'm saying? Especially because, like I said, I be outside. Like, what the fuck is that?
Especially with shit that's preventable.
Yeah.
Those things do not have to happen the way they do. There's no call. There's no real reason for these people to be going around doing some of the things they're doing. But I want to make clear that's not all of them.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick talk about this, like quick 5 minutes.
Go ahead, let's do it.
My whole insight on this too, especially when it's like black on black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always it goes back to that Katrina shit, that slavery shit of the splitting up, because it's like literally you don't even know who you're killing. You probably killing your cousin.
Blood cousin.
You probably killing your cousin.
That's literally what happened in the Bronx.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally Chicago. All of these places are families that came from the South, moved up together. Shit was beautiful. Guns got introduced by who knows, whatever. Drugs get introduced by who knows, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
Like, come on. And then now you over here killing, you know,
Yeah,
it's just so, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't, it just, I don't know. It's just so fucking weird to me.
And then
It's
going back to your earlier point, where you don't know who you are, you don't know what your name means. You don't know, like you said, you don't know. You literally have no idea who you killing.
You have no clue.
No idea. It just has the name that they were given.
No clue.
You know what I think we should do over here? Oh, the whole panel, whoever wants to come, we should definitely do the ancestor together, like, and just reveal it at the same time.
I did. I told you.
I know you did it already.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we should all do it. You already know yours. Like everybody else, whoever wants to come and do it, and just see how much more.
I can get my mom's side.
You could.
I'll do that.
It's both.
Yeah, you got it because you got two different answers. Your mom's side of your dad's.
I thought that
You
comes
have a
with one.
mother?
No.
Oh, I thought it.
You have your mom's lineage. No, you have your mom's lineage.
I would love
and
to
your dad's
just do that as like, and we all just see like how much real shit like we all might be like.
All are white, black, Asian, everything.
Yeah, I want to do my African ancestry. Like I want to do it regardless.
Like my mother's mother is part Indian. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally like tribal American Indian. And every time because her picture is by my bed, every time I look, I see this wise Indian woman. She looks Indian, you know what I'm saying? Her beautiful hair and stuff like that. And you used to hear that joke, oh, you got Indian in the family? I'm like, no, I really do got Indian in my family. The West Indian.
Bro,
like, it's like all of these things.
I know that. So when I was younger, I had a disease called Kawasaki.
Oh, you told me about this
last
week.
Like, this is the reason why hopefully, I feel like I'm immune to the COVID virus because it was an Asian-born virus. I did not get that. My cousin got it. It's not hereditary. But at the end of the day, there's some type of Asian in me.
There's something in
somewhere where I got this, right?
You look like you got Asian in you.
Yeah. They always said that because they thought I looked high. But okay, that's cool.
No.
Yeah.
You look like you got Asian.
but like I want to know, like I would love to know how we all meet up somewhere in the past because this is not a coincidence. We're not here for it. We here because we.
History is a beautiful thing, man. Y'all learn y'all history and try to see where you came from. Sankofa, if you don't know.
Princess, you gotta chill out because I'm black.
Sankofa. If y'all don't know what Sankofa is, Google it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
We need to set another date.
We go
for part 2.
Go strategically.
Nah, we need the next one don't need to be strategic. The next one they need to know you as you without the
we gotta do it outside the studio.
You want to do it outside the studio?
Yeah, we gotta do it outside the studio. I think this next time
do it in Miami. We see y'all in Miami. How about that?
How about that? Shout out to the real flick, man. That me in the city shit is fire, man. They got the video. They are actually coming up here. They want to do something. So
they said
they want to.
When's the next holiday? Because
Valentine's Day.
No, I'm talking about school. Like where school.
Oh, we got midwinter recess in 2 weeks.
Up. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Shoot to Miami for a Sunday, Monday, bro. I take y'all to live. We do it up.
We'll talk about it after the show.
You know what I'm saying? Go to live on Sunday, do a fucking dope ass interview, get a little room, do it on the fucking on the balcony of a room. I ain't talking about big money. I ain't talking about no big money. Whoever's looking to be tricked on and shit, I'm talking about regular room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Airbnb type shit.
Yeah. I can make $100 look like 2,000.
That's a fact. Y'all gonna think we be balling, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
We out there having a great time on a regular budget.
For free. I'm walking the rooms for free and shit like that, bro. Solidified.
Yeah. Shout out to Columbia. You come to Columbia with us, right?
Ooh, shout out my man Denny, man.
Let's go.
Oh man, Columbia.
We talk about it. We think about that.
That's
been thinking about it for a minute, so I'm waiting for your answer.
That's March, right? April?
May.
Oh, March, April. Oh, May. Hey, yo, Chef Marcus, Chef Sway, I might have to take off.
Shout out, we
now.
taking so apparently what we doing is we're gonna be wherever we at, but we taking a $40, $20 flight.
Medellin. Go be in Medellin
We
and
taking
take
a
a
$20 flight.
$20
Then
flight
we take
to
another flight back
yeah,
home after that just to
to
go
my
to that
man's
spot.
club. To my man's club. It's like $20
Forgot
flight.
to tell you about that.
My guys from the Bronx, my man Denny and Bo, Guyanese brothers from the Bronx.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Bo owns a exotic car rental down in Miami now. Denny is an engineer. He actually helped build the I forget what it is that that building that's World Trade. That's like that. The white thing. The white thing that's like that. The
In
World
Miami?
Trade looks like the bones. Looks like the
In Miami?
No, in New York, where the World Trade is.
Oh, like
So
but the train station's under.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I know
He was an engineer on that.
Word?
Wow.
Yeah, and then he
shit.
opened up a club in Colombia last year, right after COVID.
We got a reason to celebrate down there.
Yeah,
We celebrating. We
yeah.
celebrating. We
Shout
got
out,
two reasons because we going out there for yearly.
Yeah. So
And then
either way,
we going
man,
there.
I say yeah.
But we got to set up that next Monday. Come and just talk some shit with us. We don't gotta do nothing. Everybody think
Next
knows.
next Monday ain't gonna have us. Next Sunday Super Bowl. So I already know I'm going crazy. Super Bowl night. I got the event. You already know. Already going crazy, so I'm gonna be asleep all day Monday. Nobody bother.
But Monday night might be
Dun, 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 dun,
there.
dun,
But we're
dun.
gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Yo, before we go, I just want to say some real quick thank yous and shout outs.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I already said, but I'm gonna just like reiterate a couple people. Shout out first of all my family. You know what I'm saying? Mommy, daddy, Alita, Queenie, Priscilla, my daughter Maya, Nyla. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all so much. Thank you so much, Uncle Kane, Uncle Rob, Uncle Sonny, all my cousins, Aunt Yasi. All of y'all are the reason why these gentlemen even asked me to come up here, and I totally understand that for real. To all my friends and associates, Joey Cracks, Big Ron, Pocky, NOE, you know what I'm saying, Nick, Henrock, all of y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I thank God for y'all, man. I've learned so much from y'all and continue to learn from y'all. I know literally the sky's the limits, you know what I'm saying? I understand that there's a reason why I met you guys, and it's only to better myself and to better us and to better other people. Like that's what we're about. We're about putting it on for people. Uh, Another thank you to my culinary world, Chef Marcus. Appreciate you. I told you that the other day. It's like, I thank you for this opportunity. Chef Sway, I love you like a brother, man. It's a pleasure to work beside you. Chef Michael Thomas, thank you. Thank you. My man Eric Knowles, Ian Davis, Paul Carmichael, I love you guys so much, man. And I appreciate you. 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 And I will not let any of you guys down. From family to friends to associates to work friends. And also to Jessica. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being by my side, bro. You hold me down forever. You've been a friend to the end, bro. And I love you to death. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's all I got. Love.
And thank you to you.
Damn right. Thank you to me.
Yeah. Thank you to you, man, for coming up here doing exactly what we knew that you was about to say and do, making it even better because of you just being you. But like we appreciate you more. I appreciate you more than what you probably ever know. I sat down and confided in you and tried to make things work. And like I said, I do things for him right here, regardless if he knows it or not. I know he does, but you're helping me a lot throughout the way, even with my confidence and going into these rooms and talking and being regular. Thank you for just being you. That's what I'm saying.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Likewise.
We gonna be all right.
There you go. Talk about it.
I love
But we are out of here. We are gonna do part 2. Whenever
Bronx
the fuck
is
he's
in the
ready.
building.
But when he comes on, it's not gonna be an interview. We're really gonna talk about some real shit that's happening in the world and funny shit. And we're gonna enjoy. Y'all gonna see his other side, not this side. Y'all gonna see the fun, the jokey, all the other shit. Because we about to have some good times, man. This shit is not over, man.
Wasn't for the Bronx.
Shout out to Nick Storm, Grand
Talk
Carmino, Kevin Hart.
Shout out Jacob.
Shout out Jacob.
Love you, Jacob.
Shout out all the
Ben.
Shout out to everybody he
David,
said,
Joey,
because this is a lot.
Angela.
Shout out to all the people that accepted me when I was with him in the spots, man. We appreciate y'all. Little bad boy, what's his name?
Oh, bad boy, bro.
He was a cool dude,
That's
man.
a legend.
Yeah,
that's more of a legend than people even understand.
That's a fact. But I appreciate all the people that's accepting us and understanding where we coming from and see our vision.
Joey Crash, Vega.
This shit is not some little podcast y'all think that is about, man. I see a lot of y'all out there. Y'all ain't got no traction more than we do. I'm telling y'all right now. Trust me, we outside. For all the people that's still here, thank you. For the people that's gonna watch after, thank you. We love y'all. Anything you gotta say before we get out of here?
Losses are not losses, they're only lessons. And it all comes down to perspective and how you internalize every experience. May every experience bring you joy and happiness and something that can help you along your journey.
Let's go.
I'll leave it at that.
I like that. Anything you gotta give the people before we get out of here?
Yo, character, man. Let's try to do the right thing. Like, help somebody. Do something for somebody else without seeing it reciprocated. Don't even think about anything in return. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it from your heart. Love y'all. I love y'all out there. I love y'all. Y'all see me, give me a hug, man.
Yeah, and where can the people find you if they want to follow you? Try
you
your
can
food.
find me.
Hey, that was very harmonic right there.
Oh, I got a voice. But yeah, I'm at Colamont, NYC, 16 West 25th Street, 29th Street, excuse me, 16 West 29th Street. But besides that, Cornelius_General, is that what it is? On IG, I think. Cornelius_General. You know what I'm saying? It's long, but
if it's not, we'll place that shit somewhere in
that's
here.
what it is. But yeah, that's where I'm at, man. Like, I got a team. I got guys. Y'all need catering. Y'all need anything. Y'all need anything in hospitality, entertainment. You want to know where to go. You want reservations. You want a concierge for life. I'm your guy. You want to go somewhere. You want to stay somewhere. You want to party somewhere. You want to take a date somewhere. I'm your guy. That's what I got. I'm accessible.
Yeah. You playing music before we get out of here? No, you don't have to.
Awesome.
But listen, and we said it before, we are here for the mental, for all of you guys. If y'all need somebody to talk to, please hit one of us up. He doesn't have an Instagram, so just hit up the 40 Central page or hit me up personally if y'all need to talk about it. I'll speak my experience and I speak your experience and we can have that shit. We about to play one more song and we out of here, man. We love y'all.
And yeah, I know I'm not on IG right now, but you could always text me.
Yeah.
You text me.
We are very accessible. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't want people to think that they can't hit me up just because I'm not on IG. All right.
The boogie.
Yeah.
Let's go. What's up? I'm my man Frederick God, man. R.P. Frederick God, man. Talk about it. R.P. Frederick God. Great.
can't call me no. This is all right, bro. Hit us up. Shout out Andre Mack. And Google him, Andre Mack. Shout out my man Gangsta Jew. Just Racing. Just Luke. Alejandra. Go ahead. Just Matt. Go ahead. Emmy. Just Danny. Another Aiden. Hit it. Right. Get that. Gang, gang. Love you, mom. Love you so much. I'm gonna catch you. Yeah. Snap on him with the Carlton. Yeah. My nigga from Cops. That's crazy. My fault. I couldn't even hear that. His dialogue. Yeah.
Bro, he
Now he's
is the
officially
only
outta here.
person I know, like personally,
I'm about to end
to
it right
have
now.
pictures with Michael Jackson.
Yo, love ya. Bye.